Hope it comes with jam.
I'm still loading, I'm sorry.
What type of jam?
Jelly?
Ice jam.
Let's pass the jelly.
Raspberry jam.
Can't
Always
just-
raspberry.
Yeah, like, okay.
Yeah, that's
Someone understands what the fuck I mean by what type of jam.
Nah, put that jelly in your jam. It's just Sora, more Sora.
Yeah, what flavor is
Weird.
that jelly jam, Kay?
Sora.
Raspberry.
I
Always
don't
raspberry.
wanna eat Sora. He's gross and
Am I the only one
weird.
seems like
That's-
blueberry?
Yeah, probably.
I think blueberry
Personally,
is...
I'm a Roxas kind of jam person.
Roxas
Yeah, it's just
doesn't have any jam in his jelly. He is the jam.
Roxas
He's a
is
nobody, doesn't
Sora.
have enough jelly.
Roxas is marmalade.
No, Roxas is not Sora. It's fundamentally wrong. Roxas is Ventus. Let's start from the start.
Okay, you're not... I'm not going down this argument with
Technically,
you.
both.
You
I
can't.
will take this shit from Kay, not from you, AJ.
I get it all the time.
You think I
Here for
play those
D&D,
games?
not for fucking, not for bloody Kingdom Hearts.
What if I make? What if we can do it? What if we make the one shot there, Darian?
Like,
I'll
right.
play it.
You
Play it.
are making the one shot.
Huh?
There is no what if. You are.
The one
That
shot will
shot
turn
better
into a
have Ventus.
15 session like mini campaign, and it will be as convoluted as Final Fantasy 15.
Is it a prequel or a sequel?
Yes.
I think the only way to run a Kingdom Hearts game is if it's either concurrent or a prequel. I think you could do sequel, but who knows what's happening?
Nah, just do like the ancient Keyblade times.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Keyblade War era.
it's the best way to do it.
I've never tried
It
to
limits
use...
you heavily though. Or you know what we could do? Fanfic.
Oh, you know what we can do? Not that and play D&D. Hi,
You
everyone.
know
We're
what
here
we
for
can do?
Echoes of the Forgotten.
Good luck,
Yeah, I'll be
Darian.
there, Square.
He's giving up. He's already taken. He's taken it.
We're back. It's been a month. We had our we had our Curse Abroad shenanigans, and everyone left confused. And honestly, I think the next is going to be a good time. But we're back with Echoes. We left in a pretty good spot. We're all vibing and jamming. We are Sans and Jeremy. For now, potentially full session. But that's not enough to stop us, because there's a lot to do. And we begin that lot to do with Darian telling us what happened.
Last time on Echoes, the Gatekeepers finished their mid-Pride side events and prepared for the next day. Arkva, Christine, and Selena bore witness to a glimpse of the past, with Leonin, Hobgoblins, Minotaurs, and Three Kreen all intermingling without any conflict at a trading way station. This vision appeared to be granted to them by the twin gods of travel and freedom, who have been following Arkva around for some time now. In the camp, Terra and Hugin completed several events to earn the group some points, drinking and stealing and trying to have a good time. Inazaz fought a stomachache, which thankfully passed without him succumbing to the slimy tadpole he may or may not have eaten, and many conversations were had before everyone settled down for the night. And now, as dawn arrives on the third day of the Pride, the crowd gathers around the sprawling central structure of wood, bone, and stone that is still being assembled. I don't know why he muted himself. That's what happened.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I thought we were just gonna go right into it with the
I
thing
mean,
you were
yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah. Well,
Unless-
the real big question is anyone doing anything before heading to join the crowd gathering for the start of event 2?
Oh.
I was supposed to talk to Akbar about something, wasn't I?
I have a note that you wanted to talk to him at some point about the insignia you stole.
Right, I stole something from the guy who stole the thing from me.
Yeah, the guy who beat you in the pickpocketing event. You then went and stole one of a clan insignia.
Bragging, so I stole his stuff. And then changed back to normal Terra. What time of day is it?
This is like
Morning.
first thing in the morning, like literally just as dawn has crept past the horizon.
Yeah, I guess I'll go find Akbar.
Not hard. You're all camped in a similar area.
Yeah.
Like two
Is he
tents over.
asleep or is he already awake?
It's hard to sleep through this. Like people are gathering from all the different camps. There's a lot of sound happening, so everyone's been woken up at this point.
Okay, well, Terra's just gonna go find Akbar to pull him aside.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
I'm
putting
just
on a
gonna-
shirt for this.
Just gonna pull out the item and just be like, hey, just curious, how important is this?
Question. Before I answer that part, do I want to know where or how you got this?
Legally acquired.
Good enough for me. They are representative, basically to say what, I guess you would almost say, family they come from. The importance can vary, of course. In my case, I haven't carried mine around for quite a long time. Not exactly something that my tribe cares about too heavily, but there are some where they are very tightly knit. And if you happen to have taken from that tribe, I would suggest some returning it, as it was clearly found on the ground.
It
They must have
wasn't. I
just
took
dropped
it off him when he was talking to his friends. He did it first. It's only revenge.
Fair enough.
Two wrongs make a right. Dad taught me this.
What else has your father taught you?
He told me a lot of stuff. I don't remember most of it.
I don't think he taught you very well then.
Don't say that.
Point is, if it was taken in a fair game, then it may just be a sign of respect and they won't be too angry. Again, depending on which tribe.
I mean, this was way after the game was done, and he was bragging, so I took it.
Well, they're not going to harm you, I don't think. Not while the games are on.
I couldn't if he tried.
There are Leonin here a lot stronger than I.
And I can be real small.
That you can.
So, like, I can keep this, right?
I'm pretty sure even if I say no, you're going to keep it.
Probably.
Yes, you can keep it. Keep it as a victory medal, I guess.
Okay.
And if anyone asks the story,
It was on
make
the
it
ground.
as fancy as you can.
Okay. It's just like a little mock salute. Goodbye, Catman. And she'll just head back to prepare.
Unless there's anything anyone else would like to do before gathering up as the crowds continue to assemble.
I'm going to go figure out if I even own a top.
Even you know what? You did steal a jacket from a pirate captain who you killed. So I'm gonna say yeah, you own a shirt, like a top
mean-
of some kind.
Your art says something.
Yeah, you,
I
you
think-
got that scholarly shirt, mate.
I think there's a few tears in it because it didn't quite
got
fit you,
the
so you
flare.
made it fit, but it's still a shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone gathers together. You all head, after gathering your things, towards the large assembled crowd. The sprawling structure is even larger than it was before. Previously, it was this roughly 2-story tall, sprawling mess of bone, wood, and stone. It's now approaching almost 4 stories in the center, and is even wider spread. Honestly, the closest imagined thing I can think about it is it's one of those like adult like parkour courses almost, with all the beams and pillars in every direction just like going all over the place, and you like run and jump and climb around. But it's not that. It's a big old just kind of framework that's still being assembled. Yet again, the group, all the different spellcasters, like the older Leonin, have gathered on different various parts of the structure. preparing to fulfill the same role they did last time, and the same elder who brought the gauntlet initially that still rests at the highest point climbs the structure yet again, ascending all the way up to that same highest point that they can reach. When they reach there, they clear their throat, and then with the assistance of clearly a thaumaturge or something, their voice rings out over the assembled crowd as he goes, "Thank you all for gathering for the third day of the Great Pride. We will shortly begin the second event. It brings me great honor to look down at our assembled peoples and to watch us trade and play and feast and drink and gather and interact in ways that we seldom get to do. As we are a people who wander, it is rare we gather in such large numbers, and I'm happy to see that this time, so far, it is only revelry that have stretched out." 1 second, pausing to sneeze.
Gesundheit.
The Leonin then sneezes and kills everyone.
He sneezes, the whole structure collapses, everyone dies.
I rolled exit.
You're no, you're dead.
Oh.
I did yell
Before
that
we
out.
begin with the second event, we will continue our story where I left it off. And the assembled elders start channeling their illusory magic and gathering that big, warbly, like layered illusions in the air above the platform. Last time.
I just wanted to say, put your finger along the bridge of your nose, and it will stop you from sneezing as much.
Never. I will just continue sneezing and to deal with it.
Okay. Fuck me.
Excuse you, old
He's
man.
He's got hay fever. Let him go.
The hell?
The layered illusions all start to gather in the air, and he goes, "Last time, I ended the story with us, our peoples, being driven north into what is now the wastes. Back then, it was known as the Great Plains. With the coastlines taken from us by the Outlanders, we settled to our new homes, brought close with our brothers who shared these plains with us. Those who we were closest with were traded and gathered, their great cities built into the rock and stone. The Three Kreen who saved us, probably. Saved our people from a potential great fate. We remember our brothers, for all they gave us, for without them, we would probably no longer be here." And it shows the Leonin heading north and being welcomed with open arms by multiple Three Kreen, and the two groups coexisting in a way where you have the marks a city in the where the waste is now, and you see great structures built into the ground and roaming tribes of Leonin scattered across the surface. For if it was not for them, we would probably suffer the fate that our distant neighbors had. Unfortunately, the hobgoblins were not as lucky as us of the Three Kreen. The Outlanders wanted their lands, their resources, and since they were further more detached from the rest of us, they chose to deal with the situation themselves. As we all know, this did not go very well. With a decade of bloody war, they were eventually stricken from their own homes, driven out of the land that is now Ghislaine, and forced north, past the Great Forest, up to the only place they could find a new resting spot with the Minotaurs far in the mountains. There they settled down and tried their best to recoup what they lost. For years, it passed as so. The Outlanders continued to come. They built new cities, built roads, settled lands that we just roamed. They took the mines, then they found resources we've never considered looking for. Unfortunately, the Great Plains was also not exempt of their gaze, as one group eventually came, and there they built a great tower, one that stretched into the sky, A city sprung up around it, and even the Three Queen and ourselves wondered for a while if the peace that we'd managed to scrape by with would come to an end the same as it did in the south, the same as it did for the hobgoblins. With the tensions growing, the first pride was gathered. As our people journeyed to one location to discuss what we will do next, a man arrived, a figure none had ever seen, whose name we only know as the Vagabond. And it just shows a cloaked man. You can't tell the race because of how it is, like walking down a road. When he showed up, he told our leaders and he told our people, he said, "Go south, for death is all that awaits you here. Go south, for it is the only choice you have. Go south, or else." Some listened to his warnings, thinking that at the worst we could try to stop the Outlanders reaching further into our lands, and at best maybe expand and close some of the tensions that had grown. If only more had listened. There's a long pause and he goes, "The last part of the story I will continue prior to our final event. But for now, we look on towards the second event of the Great Pride. I hope you all are ready, those who cleared the first event. We are looking forward to see what you do this time. Good luck." And he starts to climb down. Like before.
Did you? Sorry, I was just going to ask. Did you say it was the first Great Pride, or like?
Yeah. It was the first pride, like the gathering of all their peoples, and then the Vagabond showed up. This figure they mentioned that. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, he climbs back down. All the non-participants start to like spread out across the areas, talking and whatnot, and returning to their camps. And those who, like the other teams who are participating in the pride, remain around the area to prepare for the start of the second event.
And then, yeah, like before, you see some of them who seem more prepared than most. Those who wish to actively look for them can see that Clan Virali is like immediately walking there, seemingly prepared for whatever's at stake, as they go to talk to one of the mages, like before.
Is like before, you do have time. You guys don't have to go in right away. But is there anything you guys would like to do before you approach to enter the second event?
I'm all ready. For everyone else.
I will offer this once more. If any of you wish to back out, you're welcome to.
Not happening.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm in this.
All right.
Then
I
I will
think a
try to
second.
focus on this. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's all good. I think it just takes a second for Christine to kind of adjust a little bit after hearing that. For a bit more of like that particular history, especially like sort of the founding of some of the other cities and how it moved people around. She ended up getting a really annoying thought in her head that she doesn't like thinking about, and just kind of just has that look of like not sure really how to process what she's going through, and then like eventually the snaps back. It's like everyone already saying yeah, like we're not backing down, sort of thing. She just looks at us like, yeah, I don't see a reason for us. Just lead the way.
As
You move in.
As you all move in, you go up to one of the mages, someone who seems to be older than Aqua, probably around maybe 20. I accidentally hit the thing, 20, 25. Because Aqua's actually
He's
baby,
young.
right? No, he's
Sorta.
25. Yeah, I'm sorry, I made the wrong estimate. He's probably about 30. He's only like slightly older. As you approach, he's like, "Are you all ready for the second event?"
Are there any rules we need to follow this time?
I will explain those in a second, but first I need to know if you're ready.
I do believe we are. no one has chosen to back out, so
He presents
Flavors.
he presents a small box, a small wooden crate in front of you, and like offers for everyone to grab what's inside.
When you step forward, and when you each step forward and look inside, there appears to be like a little, like a small sash, like a little ribbon or a band inside.
Yeah. As you all grab one, there seems to be they all, as you all grab them, they're all white. As you pick them up, they start to shimmer slightly, and at the tail end of one of them, or at the tail end of both of them, there seems to be a little gate symbol on both ends.
Oh, they did that logo for us.
Yeah.
This is great.
The second event is capture the band.
No.
In this game, you will be dropped into an area with the goal of gathering the most bands as you possibly can before the time limit. Death is disqualification for the entire team. If you lose your band, you can still compete until your entire tribe loses all of theirs. Once the final band of your team has been lost, all acquired bands that you have gathered will be handed to the team that took the last one. You can move the bands around your team as you wish, but they must be visible. You cannot completely hide these bands. The winner will be determined by the difference between the bands you have stolen and the bands you have lost at the end.
Christian raises a hand.
Mhm.
What happens if someone were to cast invisibility? Does the band also go invisible, thus disqualifying you, or does it stay as it is?
The
The bands are enchanted slightly, very minorly, but they themselves would remain visible. You do not each have to carry a band. If you wish, you can hand them all to one individual to carry.
Still good to know, thank you.
He goes into mentioning that the area you drop, the area you'll be starting in depends on where you would like to be picked. While you don't know the terrain you'll be going into, there's the choice of either arriving into a desert, a craglands, or a forest. Unless people would like to roleplay now, we had a poll before session for people to vote on where they would like to start with no other information provided, and in the end, the forest won, so that is where you'll be dropping.
Yeah, I think the conversation would just be like floating between each other until just the majority, wasn't it?
Yeah. You'll discuss, and eventually you come to the determination of that the forest sounds like the best bet.
Yes.
Are there any further questions?
When's lunch break?
When you're finished.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I have one,
Indeed.
as we'll proceed to tie it tightly around the neck. Does the main count as hiding it?
If it
If
can,
you've seen,
it needs to be visible at least in some part.
Good. It has been a while.
yeah. Before you all enter, if anyone has any more questions, obviously ask. And is each person carrying their own sash, or are you handing them off to someone else to hold?
If you are carrying your own sash, like make an item in your sheet.
That's a good question. Oh.
I think for sake of
If you
convenience,
need-
because Inazaz isn't here, he will just put his on.
I don't think he'd listen to anyone.
So if me and
Yeah,
AJ were
but
smart, we would have made a little parcel of 6 sashes beforehand to throw on the group inventory, but we didn't think about that until just this second.
Ooh, awkward.
Yeah, it's something they
Meh.
can do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna baby them to everything.
I don't think there's a good reason for us initially to all pile onto one person.
No,
I do
but
tend
it
to keep
is-
into the back a little bit, so I'm happy to hold on to my own.
It is
Though,
very much a valid
depending on-
strategy.
But also, depending on where we are, the back could be the front, and the front could also be the front. We could be in
I can also
circle.
fly.
That means you probably should keep yours anyway.
I'll keep mine for now. If we feel like maybe it would be better off on someone else, then I'm happy to pass it off.
Regardless, we should be working as a team for this.
Yes.
Cover each other's eyes. Listen when one can't
I
hear.
cover Terra's eyes.
Not literally. We may have a moment before things truly get a bit hectic. But despite recent events and coinciding details that match up, I believe in all of you. While I don't intend to back down, I'm not exactly phased if we lose either. There's more at stake here than just winning. If at some point through the fight, I would put complete faith in those with a bit more agile hand to transfer one from one of us to another one of us. Now, don't go dying on me. I'd rather not go out that way.
I hope not. That'd be disqualification. Or maybe we
To
do it
reiterate,
on purpose.
To reiterate for that, there is no safety net this time. If you go down, you will enter death saves, as normal. The disqualification is if you kill a member of another team, your entire team is immediately disqualified.
Oh no, they knocked me down onto my
Oh,
body,
so we're not
stabbed my
allowed
back.
to. So it's not so much like this is like we're not really like fighting people to the like a regular fight. We're like just trying to steal the sashes off them.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep.
You don't have to
Okay.
knock people out or fight them. Like if you can take them, that's good for you.
God, if
but
I had one cantrip, I'd abuse it here.
In
you
essence,
mentioned
You're probably the best person for it.
Yeah, Mage Hand, yeah, that one, yeah.
it's
Definitely.
like I imagine all of you grew up at least more or less with an opportunity to play something like tag.
Frowns.
say Selena. No.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually a thing from the Magic School, like something very similar.
Then
Ugh.
let me rephrase it another way. You've all been in danger.
Oh, plenty of times. Should we count the list?
Think of it like this. Things will attack. They may use it as a distraction. But the reality of it is, if we can avoid being touched to begin with, then I'd call that a win.
So basically, we can use magic that might be able to.
If you knock someone
Shoot.
down, heal them. Do not let
So,
them die.
oh, I don't mean like hitting people with fireballs or anything like that. I meant more like if I were to do something that could incapacitate someone, that's okay.
As long as they're still breathing.
Damn.
Oh, I have something that might help with this. I've kind of been looking forward to using it as well.
It's also, yeah, as mentioned, if you lose your sash, you're not out. You can still help participate in the group.
Yep.
There is a way to be ejected from the game, but they don't tell you what that is.
You can end up getting knocked out, but he won't tell you that.
Just to confirm, because Tara, you were away. This particular event, there is no safety net. If you go down, you'll do death saves like normal. But if you kill someone from another team, then your entire team is disqualified immediately. So you guys gotta be careful not to accidentally kill people.
Cool. I'm not so good at that.
Cast a second level fireball.
I'm going on my
Only
I
yes.
have.
I don't
my-
have fireball.
I mean, I have it, but
So,
How
DMs,
big is
Yeah.
this sash?
what are the odds I could have triggered Inspire Leader?
I mean, yeah, if you want to say you
Yeah.
you give a big speech, totally go for
That
it.
was
He
what
did.
a lot of this was.
Oh, awesome! You
Yeah.
did. You gave a speech.
What was the
Only 10
question,
points.
It's a terrible speech,
How
but I
big is
tried.
the sash?
A sash is like, I don't know, like
I'd say
headband
about-
sized at like in
Yeah.
weight, like a decent width, maybe about an inch, 2 inch wide, and long enough for most people to get a decent headband going.
Should we say where we're putting our sashes?
Put them in your inventory. I will say, if someone is going to like super like wrap it tight like an armband, they'll be like there needs to be the possibility of someone else stealing it.
Because I wanted to put it onto
Yeah.
like kind of
So-
like
I
close to
can't
my
shove it
hand.
in my boobs.
As long as one end is pointing out, they're fine with that.
So I can't just have it wrapped around my body and then activate the battle ready armor and put the heavy armor on top of that.
No,
It-
that would be
that'd be hiding
concealed,
it.
which is against the rules.
There needs to be
How much of it has to be hanging out?
enough for it to be visible.
I will give an example
And
with
gravel.
Arthur. His mane is hiding a good chunk of it, but he's also got it in a way that if someone does try to pull it, it will start to constrict.
Yeah, we can do it. Okay. If people would like to conceal their band in some way or another, you may make a stealth check to see how good you do concealing it on your person. You can describe how you're doing that, but this roll will determine something we're going to reveal later. If you're going to try and secure it to yourself in a way that is hard to be removed, you can tell us how you're doing that, and then we'll tell you a different roll to make instead.
And with both of those, like with the stealth check, if you want to follow with the rules, it is at least like a specific section of it would be able to be spotted. If someone makes a good perception check, they'll be able to spot it because a decent chunk has to be there.
Yeah.
I am going to say I'm going to keep mine like visible, but she's going to tie it around her neck like a scarf, so that she knows that it's there. Like it can't be nicked, and she doesn't see it get nicked. Like if like someone's pickpockets her basically. And I imagine if they're going to steal it, they're either going to have to like choke her up for it a little bit, but more as a visibility thing, so she knows where it is at all times.
That's exactly why Arthur's doing a knot that will constrict a bit.
It's like, if you're wearing a scarf, you're going to notice when the scarf's not there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they can pull it tight enough. They could attempt to strangle him to death, or
Yeah, but then they'd be disqualified.
Strangle him to unconscious, and then they just take it and run.
it wasn't against the rules.
I think I might have an interesting way to put mine. Not so much in the hiding sense, but I think I was gonna plan for her to have it like sort of not tight, but like tie it like more around her right wrist. But where it kind of is, like with how her file armor is, it's got those wires that kind of go over and around the arm. So if they try to kind of approach it from the top, they have to like maneuver around the wires a little bit, kind of using that as a weird like disruption. And that way a bit more of a notice if someone tries to like from the top of it grab over it, because it like move the wires around and will move a bit of my fingers.
Yeah, so you're kind of like trying to weave it in so it messes with your armor.
Yeah, a little bit, but still like enough where you can like partially like feel it, because like she doesn't like have like very long sleeves, like, so yeah, that's the idea I have.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's anything you need to roll for that one. That's just attempting to conceal it, though still on your arm. We're still relatively visible. Yeah. Is anyone doing anything?
People to like get it from her, basically.
Okay. I don't think the people who haven't really spoken up then is Dimmy and Mim.
Does it have to be on the person, or can it be on something that they're holding?
It can be on
You
someone else.
can tie it to your weapon if you want. That's fine.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to tie it in such a way that it's wrapped around the crossguard and tied into sort of like an extra bit of grip. It will like be left on the tail at the end of it.
Okay.
But in such a way where it's not gonna fuck up me swinging that sword around.
Yeah, so it's like you're tying around the handle, and then like a bit's dangling down the bottom past your hand, so you can see the end coming out. Yeah, okay, no problem. And Tara, how is she? Is she trying to conceal hers, or just like throwing it on her arm or her neck or something as well?
Okay, I want to contemplate. Would I be able to put it on my wildfire spirit, or is that a no-no?
As long as it's active.
Yeah, as long as the spirit's up, it'd be able to. But if the spirit teleported, I don't think it would go with the spirit.
Okay. That was
I don't
my
think the
thought
spirit's
process. If I tied it to an anytime anybody came
Yeah,
here,
as
it would
you-
teleport.
Like, as you go ahead and do it, the guy is like, there are some minor, as we said, there are minor enchantments, cross-planar teleportation is one of them.
What
It'll
about
prevent that.
something like a misty step?
As long as it's attached to you or any of your gear, it should follow.
A different
Okay,
skill
so-
in mind, but damn.
what Tara's gonna do is she's gonna, because like her dress kind of like can be pulled open at the front, but she keeps it closed. She's gonna shove it like in her boobs and just have like a little bit sticking out the slit front side of the dress, so it's visible. So if anybody tried to tug it, she's gonna feel it, and they're gonna have to touch her boobs.
Fair enough.
Okay. So
I'm not surprised.
essentially, from the sounds of it, most people are going for methods that are easy to detect, but not incredibly like you're not trying to like make it super subtle or hidden.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
going for one where they've got to kill me if they want it.
Easy, no problem. So you all
We're not
tie
good
your
with
sashes
stealth.
down. No, it's okay. That's perfectly legitimate. You all tie your sashes down in your various locations. You get yourselves ready. The man asks the question, crag, forest, desert. You all eventually answer forest, and then he says, "Okay, move to this area. When the event begins, you will know."
What if I wanted to say the past?
No, the future, please.
I want to go to the past.
I want to know how my life is in the future. If it's more hell or if it's actual hell.
I want to go 5 minutes into the past.
Ooh.
It's like, yeah, no problem. You walk up, the event starts, you reappear back in front of him where he's asking you the same question.
Can I
Disqualified. It
go
wasn't
5
in the
minutes into the
arena.
past? Fuck!
Yeah, eventually, as you wait, as it probably becomes around 10 a.m.-ish, you all go through a portal that is formed there on the stage with a whole bunch of other competitors. As you look around, you do notice there are a variety of different colors of these bands. And there are a couple more people with white. You assume that the way to determine whose is going to be the symbol, less the color.
Also for the actual big ones, I assume, the big families.
Yeah, the colors generally, you can see like the colored sashes determine like clan based, like
Yeah.
tribe based. But then like each you can see other groups, they have a different symbol at the end of each of their bands. It's like group A has this symbol, group B has this symbol. Even though they're both red, the symbols determine they're from different teams.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, real quick. So if my wildfire spirit teleported me, does that also count as bad, or is that allowed?
Just for sheer gamification, since the item is on you yourself, it will stay with you. But if you would put it on the spirit, it would not stay on the spirit.
Okay.
Does it make sense in terms of like system? No, but I don't care. So
Understandable. Have a nice day.
They're
Well,
magically
it's good.
attached to intelligent life.
It's good to it's good to
Are
have.
you saying Mr. Squiggles isn't intelligent?
Yes.
Probably smarter than me.
It's good to have these sort
Probably.
of rules though, because I thought immediately when you said like it not be with you, it's like, oh, what if I vortex warp someone and they just drop this?
bye. Jump.
It's like, oh, I'll take that. No chance.
Yeah. The portal eventually appears. You all make your way through it, in whichever gusto you have. And as you step through the other side, you are standing in a beautiful forest. Trees, various heights, from like, some are like about the size of pine trees, others you can see the distance almost the size of redwoods, stretch out in different directions. Kind of behind, like to the south and southeast, southwest ish, from where you're standing, is this massive stone what's the word I'm looking for here?
Mountain,
Not peninsula.
pylon, anything.
What's the top of a
Stone
mountain called?
Summit?
A plateau.
Plateau.
Summit?
Plateau. That's the
Plateau
word.
works.
This huge stone plateau behind you guys. It is several hundred feet up. There's like behind you, but other than that, you just see forest all around you.
Yo, you think we're at the end of the game world?
Well, I have two plans for how to go about this. One,
And how's that?
hide and try to ambush.
Mm-hmm.
Two, get them to attack us all at once, out in the open.
I have something that might help. I have a spell that does a fairly large area, and it can basically people have to try and withstand it, or they will be knocked out. I'd say it's about a 30-foot range. At a character, I have hypnotic pattern.
Yep.
So, say if I could get all surrounded on all sides.
I can entangle people or potentially knock them down with tidal wave. I can also conjure animals.
Both are useful.
Honestly, anything that could like get people stuck in an area gives me more to work with as well, and keep them away from us. It all works. I can. Sorry, you go.
I was gonna say, I have a chance to manipulate people's positions.
I was going to say you would maybe even be able to convince them to give up the sash. Maybe.
Potentially. It's not something I'd be able to do very often.
Oh, and one
Definitely
other thing. Give me like 2 seconds. As I'm going to pull out bits of torn up cloth and start drawing the symbol on them.
Cheeky.
Gotta make fake sashes essentially.
Oh, they're
Dirty, I
all
love
going
it.
on me.
Yeah. As you're all discussing this, by the way, like a minute or so passes, and then you hear like a chime, like a bell ringing, kind of reverberates through the air. Sound like it's coming from everywhere and nowhere to somewhere above you. And you know that is the signal that the event has officially begun. So at this point, they mentioned there is a timer. They didn't tell you how long you had, but that timer has begun. From here, do whatever you want. What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna stay where you are? Are you gonna move around? What are you all doing?
Well, if we're going for the open plan, that's why I'm making these.
Good idea.
Bad
As
idea
soon
at
as we get into any altercation, I'm able to bless people. I can also haste. I think maybe it would be best if I give that to you, Alpha, since you're probably going to be getting the most attention if people get fooled by these false sashes.
I've got to disagree there. If you're going to need to cast something else, haste is not the best idea, right?
Well, yeah. I can avoid using that. Maybe I'll keep the bigger thing I have up my sleeve. I don't want to use up all of that. But I do have blesses. Wait till anything happens.
Zaz,
maybe it'll give a bit of an edge.
you two assist in tying these on.
Yep. Right.
Make sure I look sparkly.
I am going to cast a mage armor on myself as well.
Can you roll a
As
d20
I
to the
want
tower?
that. Sure. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Me.
Yep.
I hope my magic acts weird if this is the case.
Okay then.
Allowed to do mage armor? Can I?
We'll find out. 22. Okay.
Holy shit.
In the meantime,
scared.
who's our best climber?
Anyone, technically. I can just put you up there.
As you cast mage armor, as you cast mage armor, it goes through, and there's suddenly stomping through the woods is a unicorn.
Oh
What?
my god.
Sorry, I get the mage armor then.
Mhm.
Oh, well, at least I got the mage armor. Is this like a noticeable this is affected by it? Because she's like, alright, I'm gonna build some armor up and like goes to cast it.
This is
That
Or
to
is it
you,
just like,
you cast the spell, and then all of a sudden a unicorn is walking through the woods nearby.
Cause and
Oh.
effect, potentially. Okay, I see.
uh,
That could
is
be
it aggressive looking?
it's just walking.
I think I'm just in awe. It's a unicorn.
When
It's
have
like
you
it's
ever
not like walking
known-
up towards you guys. It like walks over, looks over, sees you all, and then just like keeps walking.
Just give it
when
away.
have you ever
Like,
known
She-
an aggressive unicorn?
I honestly like she would see that and would be like, because like unicorn is a big fucking deal. Like I mean it's Pegasus or whatever. Is it Alicorn or Pegasus that's the coat of arms for Ghislaine?
I believe it's
Pegasus.
just Pegasus. Yeah.
Pegasus. But unicorns are kind of held in esteem, aren't they?
I mean, the unicorns, the same level of mystique to them.
They're great for magic, like resources you get the unicorn on.
Yeah.
She's
They
just
taste
like, absolutely like. Am I saying? Is that a? That's not real, is it?
It is.
I mean, wanted to lie,
Oh
but
my.
no.
I mean, anyway, Tara, are you able to maybe get a bit of height and? God damn it!
Well, if we want high, like I could also like, if we desperately need it as well, like I could just teleport someone 30 feet,
It's not urgent.
90
I'm
feet.
just seeing if we can find a spot that looks a little more open.
Honestly, it might just be best for us just to keep moving in a direction, just be close to each other, but in a way where we still could probably have the slightest gaps in case someone decides to try something funny.
Where do you guys want to go?
I'd say for now, we can just keep moving forward until
Well,
Tara's back.
northeast, south, or west? South is the giant plateau, so probably not south, but northeast or west.
Always loved that west.
Okay.
Very well.
Adam West is pretty based.
We will head west.
Yeah, I'm going northeast now. Yeah, west.
As
West?
you,
All right.
yeah, as you shift westwards, after about 10 minutes, you see that the plateau is much larger than you thought, and it's sort of wrapping around northwards as well at this point, and you are about to collide with it.
You just have to go. You basically have to go a little northwest to go around the side of the plateau.
I see. Okay.
Before we like walk off, is this unicorn like just ignoring us, or is it like seemingly like following us? Or...
It is always within, like, sight of you.
I think, like, Selena would like, because like as we start moving, like she sort of like keeps looking back at it, and I think like she would just like bow to it as like a, you know, like a out of respect before like turning to like, but like still sometimes looking back a little bit, like just in awe and reverence of this like thing that she's never had the chance to see before, because I don't think that they're around at all.
Oh, they're pretty damn rare.
I was gonna say, she's never seen one. She's only heard about them in stories. This is amazing.
Are you trying to? Are you going up to it?
No.
No. Okay.
She's gonna keep a respectful distance. She just wants to bow and like respect to it
Yeah,
and give it its space.
roll an animal handling, I guess.
Okay. I mean, I'm not great at those, but I do have inspiration, so.
Is there ever a point where it's in our way?
No,
I'm going
it's always
to
kind of like
use
staying
the
off to the side. Go for it. It's
'cause
always staying kind of off the side. If you guys walk towards it, it just like it moves out of the way. So it's like kind of hanging a little bit behind you all, just trailing back, keeping an eye on you all, but just walking in generally the same direction.
As you go ahead and bow, it begins to step forward, make its way closer. If it's always like maybe about 40 feet away, it's probably moved up to be about 20 feet away at this point.
Okay.
Our focus
She
in
is not
hand.
going to push it because she knows these, like, she knows enough of like unicorns from probably from books and stuff that they are good creatures, but they are like, she doesn't know much about them. This is like, you know, this thing deserves like my respect. I'm going to give it my respect. I'm going to let it be.
So you don't approach it. You go cool and you go back to the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of watches you walk away for a bit, and then it just like continues the same path. It kind of follows for a bit behind you all. as you guys move this 10 minutes of walking, it follows for a little while. Near the 10 minutes, it like turns and starts to walk off into the woods.
From memory, because it's been so long since I've done this, I know that Elven is not a language that is spoken. It's only something that I can probably read, because I know I have Celestial and Elven as languages I know.
Mhm.
And I think I had it that, like, I can technically speak Celestial.
Mhm.
Can I?
Yeah, you can speak Celestial.
As, like, I guess as it's, like, leaving, she probably, like, says to it, like, you know, like, may your travels be like safe and good, or something like that in Celestial.
Go ahead.
When you say that to it,
Go on.
I say when you say that to it, it like rears back, does the whole like majestic, like rearing, kicking in the air thing, its mane flying out behind it. It doesn't say anything back to you, though it turns like looks directly at you. Clearly, it understood what you said, and then it like lands, gallops once, twice, disappears in light as it vanishes away.
Oh, just like star-eyed.
I don't trust it.
but pulls herself back out of it and like just like, okay, business as usual. But it's like that was amazing.
Yep. All right. The 10 minutes of journeying.
During that journeying,
Mhm.
I have one small thing. Christine,
Yes, hello.
I have one spare sash. Would you mind wearing this as well?
Sure. I think for this one, she will put it on her left. Actually, I think I might want to slightly change. I think I want to put it where the original one was, and then have the real one on her left wrist now, looking more open, but the one that obviously is harder to get, like, you know, hidden away. Kind of doing like a reverse like trick of like, oh, the one that's hard to get must be the real one, but it's not. I'll do that.
Alright. That should be secure. Good.
And yep.
Sorry, continue.
No, I had nothing. That was all you, buddy.
I meant DMs, continue.
No, you guys headed west. You reach kind of like the base of the plateau area. Are you going to basically continue heading west by going northwest around it?
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah. Cool. You continue walking, following kind of the base of the plateau. Could one person roll a d10 to the tower for us?
And then could everyone else roll perception?
Sure.
Perception into the
I can
tower,
do it.
or
Perception out like normal.
Out in the open, yeah.
Did someone already roll that d20?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Oof.
D10, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry.
Why isn't it letting me?
why is it not?
Oh, you can't double click them anymore. You've got to click the
No, you
dice
have to press
icon.
the dice
Yeah,
by it.
please.
Oh, I hate that.
People should have,
Oh,
if they're
They love
close
it.
to me, they should have a +4 to perception skill.
I'll make that a 6.
I somehow got
what
it.
you're saying is that's a 32.
7.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
I think you see beyond the real world, our real world.
Mine
I
already,
Thirsties
see
beyond the plane.
everything.
mine already got
I
the
see
+4.
under your clothes.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yours
don't
close.
do that.
+4.
Yeah,
I think the only ones who didn't get it are Selena, Arkva, and
I think on the previous
Sarah.
map I was close to you.
Roll for Zaz.
Say I had a 7.
yeah.
Alright. Sorry. Yes, so with that, who rolled super good? The three of you. Okay. Selena and Christine, Selena and Hugan, you're obviously a bit too preoccupied doing other things at the moment. Especially like a unicorn just came and said good things and then left.
Yeah, no, she's in Unicorn World.
I'm hyper alert. There was a weird creature.
Christine, with your 20,
Mm.
you notice off on the cliffside, at several perches, a couple 100 feet in the air, you notice some vaguely humanoidish creatures sort of perching on different rocks, on like ledges that they probably, like if they were human, they probably shouldn't be able to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd probably... Oh, I'll let you explain the rest first.
Terra, with your nat 20 and a total of 32, the joke about you seeing past the world that you're on is kind of...
Sorry, what was that?
The joke that Sam made about you seeing past the world that you're on is kind of accurate. As you look north, you see what looks like a pillar of like grayish black smoke. And it's pretty close to where you guys are, given that you need to sort of run past this top area to go past. But what your perception sees is this smoke is moving inward, and the land around it, like the trees, the grass, all like bits of the natural world that are there, are slowly dissipating as the smoke is encroaching inwards, probably like an inch every couple seconds.
Is this like
It's the storm.
PUBG and stuff?
shit.
The
It's
storm?
the storm.
It's the Hunger Games, guys.
In
Yay!
gamified terms, yes.
Okay. I will quickly relay this information to everybody.
Oh, cool smoke.
Guys, there's like smoke. Looks like bad smoke. I don't think it's nice smoke. It gives me bad vibes. I think we're being pushed. I don't think we want to touch the smoke.
But also, and just sort of like half lazily points a finger like behind her, like towards the cliff, like not looking at it, but trying not to reveal that she's seen. There seems to be people, something of the like clinging onto the cliff face, the wall itself actually. So someone's probably looking at us. Whether or not they're a part of this, no idea. Could not glimpse anything.
Okay.
To be able to stay like that normally, though, I'm not quite sure exactly if
Now that-
human, but
Now that Christine's pointed that out, can other people see it? Or is
Yeah,
it,
you
like,
look
just
up and now that she's pointing out, like you all see these like some of you is harder to see than others because they kind of blend into the rocks in some spot. These like humanoid figures perched on different areas of like the outcropping, just like looking around, like hopping from like a little outcropping to outcropping. They're looking around, but like if they've seen you, they don't appear to be acknowledging you guys.
And you said that the encroaching fog is in the direction we came or the direction we're going?
The direction
it's
you're
in the
going. Yeah, like because you have to go north and west to go around this plateau. It's like, it's probably a decent, like maybe a mile or so away from where you need to walk past.
Okay.
As you're all walking as well, you eventually do start rounding the plateau edge. And when you do, you see far, far to the south, like over the tops of the trees, a second, much lower plateau.
Well, I said I want to be out in the open.
does it want us to climb it? Either way, we need to keep moving.
Yes.
I say we go a little longer. Keep an eye on what's up.
Keep an eye
Yeah.
on that moving fog as well.
I could run into it.
Did you not?
Something
listen
tells me
to
that's a
what I
bad
said?
idea.
I did.
Where it looks bad, gives bad vibes. I wouldn't touch it.
I shouldn't either.
But that
Okay,
seems like we're
it's-
going to.
With sort of bringing on the last role I wanted to talk about being yours, Arkva, as the other two are like pointing out these very disturbing things, and you're formulating this plan and the strategy. You are interrupted with the sound of large footsteps coming quite near you. It's not a case of those two with higher rolls aren't hearing it. It's a matter of their perspective is focused on these other two things at the moment. As you are wombling around, coming out as around the corner as you're seeing a cave from inside the plateau are two trolls.
They turn and see you guys. You turn and see them. One of them is like bulbous and like kind of postulating, and the other one is like a regular old lanky troll.
I think they have sashes.
You say, do you think they have sashes? They both like roar and then start running towards the group. A lot of you.
Cool.
Answer my-
I guess
answer
that's
my
the
no.
roll for initiative.
I wish to roar back and charge.
Yeah.
They are
Everyone
roll
rolls
surprising
for
me.
initiative.
Okay. If that is thine wishing.
Oh. It's literally a case like you round a corner towards them, they're rounding the corner in the other direction, and it's like, oh, we're both here? Oh no.
We could just both turn around, honestly. Like, just pretend nothing happened. Right. Yeah, no, okay. Yep.
4.
I'll get battle music up. As top of the order is Arkva.
Do we roll for Inazaz?
Oh, we should roll for Nazaz. If you want to take a sheet, I've opened it up.
Also,
Like,
Tara
Is
needs,
Tara rolled?
Yeah,
Is
sorry. Again, I was trying to do the double click. I don't like when things change. God damn it.
Yeah, I hate change too.
I
always
despise
been a-
change.
My
I've always
fellow
been a
has
dragon
changed.
click person, so it doesn't affect me.
I like just being able to double click.
Yeah.
Well, I did say I wanted to charge at them.
You did.
Suppose I
You
could do
do
that
charge
more.
at them.
Good, I need my morning stretch. Let me just
Go for it. You're up first.
pointer. Oh damn, they're in range.
Oh my god, they're within range of you with your ridiculous movement speed. What a surprise.
Okay, my movement speed's tiny. As I will drop a good old rage.
Go ahead.
Feeling pretty fancy, so good old reckless.
Fair enough.
And might do an attack.
One looks prettier than the other.
That's
Which one do
fair.
you think is pretty okay?
Huh.
What would you
Usually
like
my
today?
holder.
Now remind me, do I put on my other damage first?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes. Though
That gets added.
it's a flat number, it won't double, but yes.
Yeah, that's what I was just making sure of.
What a surprise. Aqua critting on attack 1.
Actually, it's quite surprising.
For me, it is,
damage.
yes.
Yeah.
Cool. And attack number 2.
Aqua fucking Google stays up.
That's gonna be a
Oh.
miss.
But they will still take damage. Albeit a little bit smaller damage. And where the hell is my cleave damage gone?
Oh my god, he's got grazing.
It should be Craze. It's Craze. It's not Cleave.
That one. No, wait, no, I'm not even using that weapon. Never mind. Wrong character.
Quality.
You know what I meant.
I know what you
Yeah.
meant. But there is a difference
so
between
just-
Craze and Cleave.
Right, that was my
So-
second option. No, that was my offhand attack. So yeah, that would have been the show call.
Well, your offhand would have been raging, is your bonus action, so that's attack, rage.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
That should be you done.
Yep,
Yeah.
nope, just making sure I'm. Yep.
Selena.
Alright.
Is Az's on deck.
Alright, so I probably can't put 2 and 2 together to say I figured that, like, I fucking summoned a unicorn with my attacks. Sorry, my spellcasting before. I think I'm gonna play it safe regardless and just go with a typical Eldritch Blast. Just
Easy?
because I feel like no point in using all my spells up at the moment. Do I need to wait for you to roll something, or can I just go?
No, you can just go. That was boss.
Easy peasy. I'll start on the one that
Blasting.
Aqua is attacking.
That's a
That's a
miss.
really
That's a
bad
miss.
roll. Yep, and then I'll go with the other one on him as well. Actually, no, I'm going to hit the Venom Troll with that.
That's a hit.
That's pretty cool. That's a really bad roll.
Yeah, you plug him for 2 points of damage. It like hits this like its bulbous postulating form, and it kind of like warbles. Leaves a bit of a gash upon it though.
I have a feeling I know what this is. Would I be able to, like, am I able to roll like a history or something to determine if I know what this lower troll is and why it's like got this bulbous sort of postulating things going to it?
I mean, you could do. I'd say probably nature would probably be the
Nature.
most of it because they're not like magical or crazy things. So yeah, nature or history probably.
I mean, they're both +3 for me, so I'll roll nature. 20.
Yeah, like you've heard of trolls. They're in like the study occasionally. They're semi-magical giant-like creatures. You've definitely read that there are different variants of them that happen through who knows what means. They say some of them that are ravaged by large amounts of poison or in contact with poison sometimes mutate with their regenerative powers. And maybe this is one of those.
She's just like, watch out, that one could be poisonous.
I love that it makes 2 books.
I learned
Okay,
that I learned that trolls sometimes regenerate wrong.
Zaz is up.
Yeah.
Hugin's on
Yep.
deck.
Yep.
Zaz has a lot of shit on his character sheet.
Yeah.
I might actually say that I moved back a little bit too, if that's okay.
Put me in, coach. I can
I'm. Zaz only has 2 things. He can't quite reach melee. What's the range of the spell? Screw it. I'll use infestation
I need to
on it
pee.
as well.
It succeeds.
And nothing happens. That's Zaz's turn.
Venom
Let's
Troll.
go. That's just a troll.
Oh no.
At the start of Venom Troll's turn, as it starts to like lumber forward towards you, Akfa, you see that like gash that was made by the Eldritch Blast, like it basically heals over.
Sounds like a troll.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not dumb. I always do 1, 2, and then be like, yeah, that's 2 squares of movement. No, idiot, you just went diagonal.
Want him to have advantage? He can have advantage.
No, he was going to get advantage. I'm just bad at that.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm gonna give him advantage anyway.
Let me just see if this is going to be helpful to him in any way.
I mean, he can take a sash if he wants.
No, it's not. Okay. I mean,
Yeah, we did have sashes. We haven't found the answer yet.
you can do that, yeah. You see as it runs around behind you and as it like lifts up its hand to strike Akva, you notice that it doesn't actually go for you, it actually stabs itself in like a particular vein.
Ugh.
At which point,
Oh, no.
both you and Inazaz need to make con saving throws.
Oh no.
As it unleashes a torrent of like bile and poison out of this like vein that shoots and sprays across you both.
So glad I'm resistant.
So let me just untarget you, then roll the damage in, because you guys did it on your own, and that's fine.
Oh.
No, it's good. It's just it halves on success. Now I just need to see if Inazaz is a freak.
He might be. He should be.
should
I don't
be.
think he is.
Unfortunately,
just
it was a con
ignore,
save,
just
not a dex
ignore
save.
his resistance.
Yeah, he's
Because-
not resistant to poison himself.
or the condition, so he'll be both of those.
Yeah.
And you will take 7 poison damage, Akfa.
So, no damage. Got it.
Basically.
That's his turn. Hugin,
Just
you're
get
up.
rid of my 10 health.
I'm going to. Can I use insightful fighting to figure out trolls?
Yeah, you can insightful fighting anything that gives you ways that it can attack. You couldn't do it to like a rug, I guess, like an animated rug, but a fully functioning creature with limbs.
Yeah.
A rug.
I meant to like figure out the troll puzzle.
What do you mean? What troll puzzle? Like, no, I don't know what you're on about.
Its abilities.
The obvious. We all know how to beat a troll, but we're trying to justify knowing it.
Oh, okay. You want a knowledge check.
Like a history or a nature, just like how Ted did.
Yeah,
You-
okay.
Insightful
Insightful fighting is for you to like go up on an attack. So okay, so if you want to use insightful fighting, Darren, can you do that but like not get the damage this round, I guess, and have to remake it for when he wants to do the damage? Actually, no, that makes no sense. Yeah, roll a nature check or a history. This is like knowledge, not looking at a guy and then determining how you can defeat him immediately.
I read him in
I'm
the book.
not
I get
him.
advantage.
I'm not him yet.
Hmm?
I am not him yet.
Not yet.
Not
No,
yet.
I've read it. I've read it in a book once. I get advantage, right? That's how it works.
I will nature. Oh, I will use a fortune of the many. +5 on that.
What's the distance? Is it 60?
Fortune of many.
Yeah.
30 feet.
Maybe 30 feet?
I'm out of it.
It's either 3 or 4.
4.
4.
So
Am I allowed to
13.
consider him an enemy?
Would a 13 give that to you?
I think with the 13, you've read about trolls. You know, like they're a thing. Again, they're not a super rare impossible creature. They exist. There's sometimes a threat that pops up. You've read about their regenerative function and the fact that unless you somehow deal with said regeneration, they'll just keep getting back up. But I don't. With a 13, I don't know if you're in game fully aware of how to deal with said regeneration.
Okay. Yeah.
You can gather that, unlike some creatures with regeneration, super dangerous attacks probably don't mitigate the regeneration.
Yeah.
Hint,
So
hint,
it's just
crits don't matter.
yeah. I will use the bonus action to insightful fighting to do that.
The actual thing inside flying does. Yep.
Yeah.
Lie to
but,
me.
Lie to me. Do it. I dare you.
Dude, what if you roll a crit? That'd be funny as shit. Alright, you
Probably did. I beat him.
He's got a -2, bud. It's gonna be very unlikely that this man
Deception?
wins.
Wait, it's
Things
only
like
negative
that.
2?
A troll? A big gold
Yeah.
boy with a +7 to charisma? Like a big
with a
s-
7
a
charisma.
7 in charisma? Think can lie to you?
A +7.
Hundred-
Wow, he's more charismatic than me.
Is that more charismatic than Tarok, or is that about the
Murder
same?
sandwich.
Actually, Tower has 7 charisma, so
Okay.
Oh, no.
These things that generate. We need to figure out a way to stop that. And I poke it with my stick.
Go ahead. That's a hit. As you hit, just as a side note sort of thing to Selena, as you're like looking at this, you realize half a second after this swings, like another one of these things, that these pustules on the body, they aren't very strong. And when hit, explode.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
both Hugin and Alpha take 2d8 poison damage.
Do I need to roll anything?
You took 10, and Hugin took 5, reduced to 0. Because of thing.
Temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Tara.
You have another attack.
Oh,
Oh, I do.
you good.
You are
I
a
do.
paladin.
Forgot I had another hit.
No, it's gone now.
I'm gonna smack it again.
It is mine now.
This
And
attack
miss.
is mine now.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
didn't have a
Tara's
second hit. Yeah.
I go Tara.
Okay. Well, Terra's gonna do the Terra thing
Mhm.
and cast fire.
Okay,
I feel like that is a good thing to use against the troll.
that's a hit.
That's a hit.
Who'd have thunk Terra would use fire? That's crazy.
Like, I didn't even need to like justify anything.
As you hit it,
So you generate this ball of flame, which you toss towards it, striking into it. As you do, you notice that those wounds on its body that are like starting to seal up begin to like cauterize over and not start to seal. But at the same time, they start leaking all that blood and like poison again, and Hugin and Arkva take more damage.
Delicious.
Shit. How are they doing?
I mean, it's
Great.
still light and light,
They're
so they're okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
we can heal ourselves.
Arkva's in the triple digits. Christianus.
You're damn right
Uh,
I can heal myself.
I like
Yeah,
to
go
think
Copium.
that as like Hugo was saying that, like she's kind of like racking her head through like stuff that she might have learned in the academy, and as soon as she like comes to like the idea of like what to do, a bolt of fire just swings past. It's like that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
Actually,
yeah, it's like that.
I'd like
That's
to,
what you do.
I'd like to rewind before anything. It's gonna be quick. 1 second. I just need to roll a d20. As we go all the way, as we go all the way back to. Okay, we don't have to bother. Don't have to bother. Go on.
The secret moves.
It is a secret move technique.
Cool. Let's just make this easy, I guess. That's exactly 30 feet. I'll move up slightly actually, because I'm probably actually not too worried about poison. 5, 10, 15, yeah. I am still going to stay at a bit of a distance, but I'm going to distance spell cast inflict wounds at first level.
Okay.
Distance spell
Roll into the
D20
roll
roll.
a d20 to tell.
first.
Yes.
D20 or D100?
D20.
Thank you.
Please don't
I
send
think
them
it's
to
my own
another
table.
realm.
No. All right. Continue.
I want to use my own table. Cool. It's a hit.
That is
Oof.
a hit. As you deal the damage, it will poison splash once more.
There's not much I can really do about that. But 3d10 hopefully does a lot. That's from the lowest d10s I've rolled in a while.
Ooh, 7 damage.
Ugh, that's awkward.
It did more to your allies than you did to it.
That's fine.
Hey, did you roll a d20 into the tower for us?
I did, yes.
Okay, she did? Okay, I missed it.
It's all good.
Can you roll another one?
You're gonna roll another one. This time not in the tower. Roll the table.
Not yet.
Ooh, fancy. I think that will be me. Yeah, that'll be me.
Yep. Lastly
That's fun.
is the troll. Oh, I
Oh.
went too far.
No, he don't get a turn.
I timed it correctly to skip a turn.
Lastly is the troll
He'll
as...
regenerate.
I don't believe he did. I think it like actually skipped his turn, so it didn't give him the regeneration for both.
Yeah, legit skip.
Yeah, it legit jumps double skip. It's good. I did the math. As it does regenerate, obviously, it will swing at you to bite with advantage.
Damn, how to get advantage?
That is a miss. It will then go for
Yeah, it's expired on you. It
first
shouldn't
of
be
two
there anymore.
claws. That's a crit.
Oh.
Boom. You take 20 reduced to 10. And final swing. That's a miss. Top of the order. Now it's Arkva's turn for real.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
All day.
Just 1 sec, as I'll put my finger up to the trouble. Look back at the other one. Fuck off.
We'll swing.
Growls at you and like bubbling poison like pours out the side of his mouth.
Yummy.
That's a hit.
Was that with advantage?
Yes.
All right, because I was moving out of. Yep, no, that's fine.
You take 15, reduced to 10.
That's fine. Cool. I'm just gonna move down a little more.
Mhm.
Oh, you
Right.
idiot.
Where
I love
were
it
we?
so much. God damn it.
Right. Back to reckless. And a swing.
Good. That's a miss.
Cool. I will do the second swing with that one.
That is a miss.
That's a miss.
How you just used up
Jesus.
all your hits. Get that early
Uh,
crit.
Hear me
Eight,
out.
seven,
Hear me
seven.
out. I'm gonna do something a barbarian's never done before.
Third hit.
End your turn?
Yep.
But Sam, I thought you were a paladin.
That's right.
That's a hit.
That'll hit.
Yes!
See? Why would a
Here's my
paladin?
paladin powers. Divine smite.
Sure. Divine is the word I'd use.
Angry smite.
You do
It's
13
necrotic
damage.
smite.
Good hit.
Cool. And with the rest of my movement, get on this side of him.
Okay.
This is my home now.
You smell.
Alright.
Can I see in the cave?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not necessarily big cave. Probably it goes past your vision, but yeah, it's probably as far out as your vision is, dark wise. How long
Yeah,
is
what you
that?
expect. It looks like a cave.
60 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, like you see a few bits of like bone, like refuse of these things clearly eating stuff and leaving it there. But you'd have to go like it like curves around so you can't see all the way to the back of the cave.
And here I thought you were about to hit me with that.
No, you did me a favor. I wasn't going to do this.
Are
At a
you sure?
fireball?
Well, yeah, I am considering. I believe that's what I'm going to do. I'm assuming I gotta roll a d20 first.
Yeah, d20 into the tower first.
Yep.
I've had no
Wish me luck,
problems.
guys.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, as she like sort of like rears up the attack and just throws it down. So what's that? A wisdom? No, that's I'm looking at hypnotic pattern. You absolute millberry.
That's not the one.
Venom troll, control, and she's just like looks to the two next to him and it's just like, hold on. As I will save.
They both fail. You deal 20 damage.
That wasn't a very good roll. That
You know,
wasn't-
good amount of fire damage to them.
Look at all those ones. There's not a 6 to be seen.
It's better than my first ever.
As you're looking up and as you've seen before, they're not vulnerable to the fire. You are limiting that its regenerative capabilities, which is still a good thing.
Yeah, so like she sort of like, because Christine said something about that, or I feel like someone said something.
It was
It's
more
just-
so like as she like might maybe like come to that conclusion of like that it might be a thing of the flaming sphere like went past, not flaming sphere, but the other thing went past, hit the thing, cauterized the wounds. She's like, yeah, that.
She's like, aha! I knew there was something I was forgetting. And yeah, I'll cast that. And I believe I will stay put. So that is my turn.
Inazaz, the throatless. The throat goat?
Yep. Ricko himself is going to move down. He'll move down to this troll here. And he's going to attempt to bite it.
They don't taste good.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. 2 5
was
1 1
really
2
depressing.
1 1 1.
Okay, I forget. Does Fang of the Red Cobra and Hungry Jaws are separate activations, right?
Fang of the Red
Okay,
Cobra
okay.
lets him do it as a bonus action, I believe.
What is Hungry Jaws?
Hungry Jaws is...
Also a bonus action attack.
Pretty much the entire premise. of
Yes, but
Jaws,
he
maybe.
gets 10 HP from
Yep.
that, but he can
Right.
do it only a couple times a day.
Of the day, yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna Fang.
Yep.
So he's gonna make a bonus action attack with his bite. I don't think that's correct. That's a plus.
Yummy.
There should be more than a +2. I'm pretty sure.
To his bite. Oh no, it's because it's affecting your strength. It'll change when you roll the dice.
Oh, okay. So +7. Either way, the bonus action bite does miss.
It does miss.
Action. Welp. There goes my first idea.
Action gun.
I-
Just pulls out an M16.
You know what? Action.
That's so
Chill
nice.
He already has his advantage. YOLO. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. That's me, folks.
Why does he have dis?
Darren, do you want me to take control?
Why does he have dis?
This is
Poison.
poison.
Ah, yes.
Oh no.
L.
Does he make the
honestly.
save at the end of
Jeremy.
his turn?
It's a minute, isn't it?
Let me have a
No, at the end of his turn, he gets to make the save again,
Yeah, go ahead.
which I think he already did. I did it.
No, that was his recharge.
Oh, he's not poisoned. anymore.
Yay!
Get rid of that.
Yay.
In his as the throat go.
I like it. That didn't even roll on my screen. That just kind of bounced on the 20 like 4 times, then just sat on, and just stopped bouncing.
Yeah, Darren didn't even roll the dice. He's like, I'm just gonna place this here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this man's will just continue his assault on Hugh, and he'll go for a bite. Get one of those fancy criticals that I like so much.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is a
Paycheck.
great start, guys.
Great start.
I was thinking of turning
26,
around.
and you are poisoned.
Oh my god.
I'm poisoned from that.
Yep, poison from the bite until the start of his turn.
That's
and
That's
then
not even something I could resist. Oh,
Well-
God.
miss with a claw, second claw. Miss with a second claw. Eugen.
I don't like this.
That's fair. I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah. Getting crit generally sucks.
No one likes it.
Feels pretty good.
Yeah.
usually.
You know what? I feel like I can take him. I will.
This is like Wobba Fett territory you're in, but you need to be able to kill it in one shot.
Yeah, I think I don't think I can. I can, however, make it maybe funny.
There's this thing called a disengage.
Why disengage when I'm going to action attack, shove,
Okay.
and push the troll?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an option. Make a shove attack.
Roll an attack.
It's just
good.
the regular attack, isn't it?
Yeah, and he'll counter with his strength.
And if yours is higher than his, then he gets shoved.
He rolled a 19.
Ah, poopy.
Do you
Minus.
attempt to... No.
I will use the inspiration.
Alright, go ahead.
You gonna reroll? Alright, roll again. Just roll a 1d20.
Oof.
Extra attack?
You can do it again.
You can.
Does count as an attack action.
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
get inspiration.
Poor buddy.
Unless he does it. Look, if he rolls a 1, you do win. You not roll a 1.
What if you rolled a 2?
No.
Yes, Dimitri still would have won.
Jesus Christ.
That's your attack action done. You got a bonus action still.
Bonus action.
Disengage.
Crash.
You're part rogue, right? That's
We-
not you.
No.
Fake.
That's why you went in for the attack. You have disengage as a bonus action, right?
No.
Right.
I went into the attack because I thought, it wouldn't hurt me if I hit it. But now
Uh-huh.
it can hurt me when I hit it, so...
Ah,
Everyone else hits it too.
the consequences of your actions.
It's also the consequences of other people's actions. Not that just blame Dimitri on this.
No, it's all his fault. Why would
I
you
stood
do
away.
How could you?
You also hit it.
Yeah.
I would never.
The hitting it's the problem.
To be fair, I thought I'd get at least a 50.
I mean, how much do you trust your odds of not being hit if you step away?
I mean,
You're
you,
insane.
Shield of faith.
yeah, you could shield a 5 and run.
5.
Like,
My
Wow.
option attack.
Oh, he did.
Well,
He did. just
Actually, he doesn't have one.
No, here he did just have it.
Oh, for
oh.
Company.
15 misses.
Yeah.
Ooh.
back it up.
I need healing.
Sounds like a you
I
problem.
need healing.
Terrible.
Alright, Genji, chill down.
I've been afflicted.
Okay.
I love that video.
Who
Oh,
has where?
a medic bag!
I need skooma.
Oh,
I've been afflicted.
oh, kinky.
15 foot. That's a burning hands if I've seen one.
Yeah, nah, I was hoping I could hit both, but I can't.
Barely not, yeah.
I think I'll cast Scorching Ray just at second level.
Fair enough. Roll into the tower. A d20, please.
Ow. Oh, right.
Oh wait, did I need to roll into
Right.
the tower?
Oh, you did actually. Yeah, roll into the tower.
Ooh.
Just a
There's
d20.
power over there.
Just a
Yep.
d20.
That one first, just to see what funny happens.
Okay. Well, let's roll on this table.
Another
Who's-
unicorn.
Who are we rolling for? Hugan or Terra?
For Terra. Oh.
A second
good.
unicorn!
Is that a good all or bad all?
Fireball, send it on self.
It's an interesting all.
Fine, we
Go,
can
go
fireball.
ahead, roll your attack.
Oh,
Yes. I don't like this.
It reflects and
Oh,
bounces
God's
back.
sake.
That's a hit.
do I roll damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it!
I've told Darry what it is, and he also agrees. And yeah,
That's
go
your-
ahead.
You can continue do the rest of your attacks. Go ahead.
You're all good.
Like on a scale of O to O, where are we at?
I mean, that's a hit.
Oh,
That's a miss, actually.
Well,
Oh.
Oh, it's
no.
What?
AC 15.
Hands here.
Meta beta. Oh, well, it says. Why does it have a +2? What? Weird. Did someone accidentally give it an affiliate ability?
yeah, I gave it the
Okay.
thing.
Yes, alright, that does hit. Demetri just gave him AC. It's all good.
Yay!
Why is it not stealth?
Wow, thanks, Dewey.
Because you can give it to other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of Short of Things.
He's
You
trying
can
to
give it to other
sabotage
people.
us.
Because you give your favorite
That's
to
a
someone
crit.
else.
Weird.
It's
I'm ready
silent.
for all of this to be hit back onto me.
Yeah, it's accumulating.
Yeah, it's
Right.
dead.
Was
Okay.
it just the? Was it the 3 bolts?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
My dino.
So you fire out these 3 bolts of flame. As they shoot through the air, you kind of briefly notice a bit of like a black flickering through some of the bolts. They hit the troll, like hit the troll 3 times, leaving massive scorch marks to its body. The third shot takes out like half of its skull.
Oh,
It like
shit.
drops to its knees. As it falls over, you watch as its body starts to like rack and twist and like convulge as the parts of its body as it's dying can like start shifting and like becoming semi-wolf like, and then it just falls over dead.
What?
You're
I'm not
going to
explaining shit.
transform it into a wolf?
I'm not explaining shit. It's now
Me.
it starts
a
like
corpse.
shifting into like a wolf-like thing, and then it dies and it turns back into it like such it unshifts back to just the dead troll.
Alright,
Terrible.
we
Hands up and surrender afterwards.
like I give up. I quit.
I'm done.
that was weird.
Yes.
Doesn't normally do that.
That's why I said,
That
oh,
mean-
okay. Like, I don't know how
Oh,
better to
me.
think of that. It was like, oh.
So it was like an oh.
Yeah, I was like,
This has never happened before.
That's enough of a range for a ding dong bing bong.
Is it?
Raise the hand, bring it down. Ethereal tunes. Fuck
Do you
it.
think Saz would have made a skeleton out of it, or is he out of range?
Out of range, I think he has to be within like 5 feet.
That
Isn't
is
he
a
something?
failure.
There's missing hit points. They haven't regen to full, have they?
Yes,
No, they get hit by a
missing-
fireball.
They have missing hit
Right. Fuck.
points. Do 8
Eight
damage.
damage.
Yes, that's That's alright. Yeah, that's pretty alright. I'm just gonna use bonus action, load in a file, and I'll put in Earth files backup just in case. Seeing as now we might need defense. And yeah, that's my turn.
The troll will go for a little kiss on
Aw.
Izaz.
I'm writing that in my fanfic.
Miss. It'll then slap him across the face
How dare you do such scandalous
in
things?
some sort of
I mean-
telenovela thing, and then slap off as well.
Gonna say, like, if you put like
Or is it
someone
the
says
kiss
no to the
with
kiss, you don't just slap
slap?
them. Like that's like consent's important.
It's a telenovela. 3 damage.
Did I feel it?
Go, Octo, do your thing, chicken wing.
Sure. I'm just wondering if I felt much of that.
Are you chicken?
You took
Cool. So,
3 damage.
nice. I didn't feel it at all. Swing and a miss, probably.
That's a hit.
Hey.
Hells yeah. Get radianted, bitch.
Oh.
That's
The wrong button.
How do you
that's
have a...
potion about animal friendship.
Oh, okay. I was like, how do you have a charm effect?
Does it count as an animal by chance?
No.
No.
What is Christine teaching you?
Oh,
Ah,
God.
you don't want to know.
Just sign on this line.
13
Don't
damage.
question.
oh no.
Extra attack.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Damn. Bonus action attack. Fucking hell.
That's a miss.
That was with the glove. What does Graze do again?
You
You deal a tiny bit of damage.
do a little pop of damage.
I want to put that on. It just doesn't seem to have the thing anymore.
Oh, interesting. Add action. Add damage.
Thanks.
As I have no idea how much health this thing has, it would be very funny if it died to graze.
I think it'll survive.
Your ability is strength damage. Add strength. There you go. It's
Thanks.
still up.
Did you do the damage or what?
Yes.
That's my turn. I'm gonna try and confuse it a bit more. Step to the left.
I
Gonna
don't
do a
get to
jump
think
to
I'll
the
do
right.
the actual troll funny puzzle.
Fair puzzle.
Am I able to put 2 and 2 together? Like, am I able to roll something to like to sort of pick up on some of these like weird like magical mishaps? Like every single time someone's casting anything like reasonably good, that's not cantrippy, they weird shit has seemed to happen.
I mean, it's only happened twice.
Okay, it's only happened twice. I mean, like the last time the unicorn performing, like, who knows if that was. You know what? I'm not going to guess on that because that's not enough to happen. She's going to
Correlation.
approach Hugin, who is looking quite injured and poisoned, and I'm going to pump a 2nd level cure wounds into him. So
ahead,
try and
roll.
roll on the tower.
Yep.
Yep. She's just like, oh dear.
Go on.
Alright. Like, I don't have anything to heal with the poison, but I can at least help out a little bit. As she like,
Thank you very much.
are you gonna be okay?
I'll be fine, just, you know, I'll vomit up blood later.
Okay. And that is my turn. That's a really good health roll, by the way. Like, fucking really max. I'm happy with that.
But it was
Alright, yes, that's-
2024.
Giving this man a chance to have neutral rolls.
I'm going to attempt to bite as a bonus action with Hungry Jaws.
He has advantage. He does. 'cause,
Maybe we-
He succeeded the poison last time.
Maybe we should let AJ roll, considering he's the one who's rolling good.
That's
That's
a
a
hit. So I deal 9 damage.
Yo, you rolled high on a
And
D6. Let's go.
I trigger Hungry Jaws, so I get 3 temp hit points. And then I'm going to action, just bite again.
Fair enough.
Come on.
You have
Nice.
advantage.
I do have advantage. It didn't matter. I miss.
Hugin, you are no longer poisoned because you were after it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would go first and then he would, so your poison has gone away. Poison expires on the troll's turn.
Ah, wait.
Now charge with ladder. Run with your lance.
I was gonna say he charges right in. I would slap him.
It'll be just like the
How
poison
far?
troll's not even gone.
Your javelin's just heat.
I'll Fey gift. I'll.
You're gonna gift the troll? That's nice of you.
At least you give
No.
me AC, then you
He
give
did
him
just push his
that.
friend. He could use something nice.
Pick me up.
You know what? Tara, you can move an extra 10 feet along with me.
Oh,
wow.
he is. He is.
Going
Yes, he
in.
is.
Man's has no
I mean,
fear.
he's making the only logical decision, which is go in. Always
Next
go
time I'm
in.
holding.
I'm not
next time I'm
wasting
holding
all my
That's a
spells
hit.
not
That's a
healing,
hit.
man. I'm just saying this now.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm actually standing with you on this.
He's dead.
I mean, he killed it, so I'm just saying.
That still doesn't justify the action.
Great.
I don't know.
He
I think
is
it
like
kind
kind
of
of a
does.
frontliner, dude.
No, we have a guy over there with claws.
With my
Yeah.
the rain
And
main
we have a
with my
lizard.
rage, could I burn it?
Yeah?
I mean, it was already burned.
I don't care. I'm burning the corpse.
Given how many people have access to flame-based cantrips, I'm assuming someone could shoot his body with flame.
Yeah, I
I'll
got
do it.
fireball.
I like fire.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
you
you
can
can
do
shoot
fire.
flame,
Fine, no, it's
fireball.
Its turn, yeah.
I'll let
think,
him
like-
do it.
I'd approach Terror and be like, so that spell you cast before. that
It
did
doesn't
some-
normally do that. I didn't do it.
Oh, I'm not.
I
yeah,
swear
I
I'm
was
not
just
messing
wondering
with laws
about
of
that.
nature.
That was. I mean, these trolls might have something. That was strange.
Yes. I
I-
think that's a great way to sum it up. That was in fact strange.
And
Oh,
like she's sort of thinking to herself, like, concerned that maybe like when we're rolling on the tower, does it feel like there's some kind of resistance when we're casting with the weave, or is it just
No.
completely like it doesn't feel like anything?
It was completely normal.
Okay. At this point,
Let me-
she's just
Let me
like,
double check my notes to make sure I'm not wrong here.
mhm.
Feels completely normal.
Tara's gonna pull out the thing that she stole and stare down at it and just be like, is this karma?
No,
What happened
Mama's
to
in
that
another
seal?
region.
Oh, yeah, she's somewhere else.
I like look at the thing, look at Tara, like, huh?
I want to move to the one
my
that did
fault?
that did shift.
I
I
have a
just wanna,
cousin
like-
called Karma.
That's great. I want to like just examine to see if there's any like notable things as to why it may have shifted, like runes on its skin or stuff like that. Mainly just like it was weird. Like
It's kind
the
of
other
hard
one
to
didn't
touch
do
it because it's still leaking like poison and like bile, so you don't really want to probably touch it very much. But it just seems like a normal dead venom troll.
I
As
think
much
she
as
does, like,
you
the
would
briefest of
probably
touches.
recognize a normal troll, which is probably not very well in depth.
Yeah, I think she does like the briefest of touches just to like see if there's anything like arcane hidden. Nothing like too much to like get her like really hit with poison, but like if it's like slightly touches her, she is resistant. So it's like not the
Yeah, it's like
worst in the world.
You poke at it, it kind of like as you do, its body like deflates slightly where you poke it, like
Mm.
venom pours out of one of the wounds like blood. But no, it just seems like a regular dead troll.
Yeah, she just looks stumped, like a puzzle that just doesn't really have an answer to it.
I look to the rest of the party, especially Hugo, who's looking probably the most worst. Oh no, yeah. I can do a little bit more healing on anyone who needs it. Probably want to be a bit more conserving, but I've got a bit more healing in me if you'd like some.
Healing? Don't worry about that. And I pat myself on the shoulder and give myself 10 hit points.
Hmm.
She can't help but look a little like
I'm gonna go
relieved.
slap the cat with just a level 1 cure wounds.
Alright, cool. Can you AJ's AFK right now. Can you roll me a d20 just into the chat so I can see what the number is?
Error.
Yep. A D20, not a D10. Oh yeah.
She was really
Alright.
cool.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, so you heal him. Yep.
Okay.
My magic
I think,
kicked
like-
in.
You probably like. I think like Hugan might notice like a little bit of relief on her face when it looks like when Tara is attending to Akra's wounds, and that you're tending to your own, as she is sort of struggling with this like flaring up of magic again in her arm. And
Might
looking a little bit-
I make a suggestion? I imagine that was loud. We could sit for a moment, check out whatever they were hiding in that cave, if anything. Or we could get moving. If
How
someone else
far
heard
away does the death smoke look?
It's to the north. It's still slowly growing, but at the moment, you guys appear to be outpacing it. As you start walking south, you're getting a little further away from it. So
I
for
was gonna
now,
say that the
yeah.
cave, yeah.
Okay, so we
As
can
much
outpace
as the cave might be really good as a subterfuge of some sort, but I don't think that fog's going to stop anytime soon. I think maybe we should keep moving.
well, we
I
could
imagine
head
we could probably have a
up.
small break. If people need it. Sorry.
We could head up.
Or we could go onto the plateau.
How hard a walk does that look? Like, does that look like something that's going to be difficult
It'd
without?
be-
It'd be more of a climb.
climbing several hundred feet of sheer cliff climb.
Possible.
Sheer cliff. I mean, I'm not strong enough to carry anyone. We don't even really have climbing gear.
Or we keep looking, find another way up. As long as we're not going closer to the, that thing, I think we'll be fine.
And from where we are, is there other ways of getting to where we need to go?
So far, you can see the smaller platform to the south, like the smaller plateau, and that's really it over the tree line.
I just be heading towards that.
Honestly, I'm not too fussed where we want to go, as long as we have a feasible way of doing it. Small platform seems...
It's a start.
Yeah, the sheer cliff, we'd have to really come up with something. I mean, I'm sure Inazaz might be able to transform and get a few of us over. Terra, I'm not sure.
I mean, if we really wanted to go that route, they did save me once with a magical trick. They also saved Terra in the same way. They dug a
What?
hole.
It's the joys of druidic power. Well, what are we thinking? I think I'll stick with Christine's idea. I think I like the idea of going towards a small plateau, but again, not too invested in either or if we do decide to go another way.
No, the small plateau is good.
It's also
Okay.
getting away from the smoke behind us.
Gives us a
Yeah.
vantage point being higher up.
Exactly.
Do we all feel ready to move?
Terrible.
Yeah, I can go.
Right, so you're choosing to keep venturing south, not to check the cave out?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take your moment, collect your things, and you start heading south.
I don't like being underground.
And can one person roll a d10 into the tower? Preferably not Hugan, who did it last turn. We'll let everyone have a go.
I'm sorry if it's terrible.
That's okay.
I hope it's another group of trolls in a different cave, like 10 feet ahead.
It's
Um,
like 5 feet to another
perception?
troll.
I wonder what happened with Grog.
No, you're traveling. You're traveling south along this area, stepping kind of away from the plateau. What, AJ? You know, you're stepping like away from the plateau, kind of towards like back into the forest more. As you start approaching, at this point, as you start heading further south, a third plateau appears around like a vision. Like it was being blocked from sight from this one next to you. The third plateau, I'll say they're moving directly south, so probably right here. The third plateau is like a middle height between the two, so like it's bigger than the small one, smaller than the big one. And you see connecting the small platform to the middle one is a what looks like it's like a bridge of some kind.
Can everyone roll a perception check as well?
Sure. I'm good at those, I think.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm terrible at these, actually. I just found out.
I don't even know if my roll went. It did not.
But it probably looked cool.
Do we still
Oh, that was mean. That was an 18 for a bit.
Min?
Yeah.
Min?
Yeah?
No,
What was the question?
Oh, I just asked, do we still have the +4 from Hugon?
Yeah.
If you're close to me.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so... Okay, because I don't think it's applying
Well,
So the guy got 30 for Terra.
You're not close to me on the map.
Let me just see. If it's
Casual?
what it says.
I have
It's not. I mean,
pineapple.
it's not really
I ate my
necessary for
carrots
Zaz
growing
to
up.
roll, I guess, with the others.
it's actually weird because you never ate a single carrot.
As you're walking, Selena and Terra and Hugon, as you are walking south, you notice off in this distance, there seems to be a small glade where there is a singular tree that's standing alone, probably in a glade that's maybe about 20 feet wide, no other trees around it, and it has a hollow hole in its face. And with your much higher checks for Selena and Terra, you see that there is a small chest in that tree, in the hole.
Questionable.
This is interesting. It could be something to do with the test.
It's a loot box. Gotta pay for
Do
it.
we
What
wanna-
is a trap?
approach that carefully, or do we want to leave it be?
Hey, Hugon, go open it.
No.
It's probably best he doesn't.
Looks a little disapprovingly at Terra at that.
Although,
I
Terra
feel if
looks
people really are worried.
disappointed.
Hugon,
Yeah.
how do you carry your javelins?
How do I carry them?
Yeah, usually. How many?
I've got 2 on me at the moment.
Hit a cross section.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just do this. Picks up a rock. I'm yeeting the rock.
Alright, roll a strength check or a dex check. Roll a throw rock check.
I'll just start walking
Oh
towards
my
it.
You
fucking
piff.
God.
Damn, he
You like-
needed that rock.
You kind
I
of like
want
piff
to aim
catch.
for the
Piff
thing
catch.
to try and trigger any
You-
traps.
If baseball existed in this world, you would be like star athlete moment. As you piff that rock perfectly through the open knot of the tree, you hit the chest. The chest like goes like rocks backward with the impact, and then the rock bounces out. Chest settles. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna move up towards it
I
as
like-
it's being thrown past me.
Like the idea that like Selena turns to Aqua and it's just like, that was impressive, and then like kind of takes a step forward. Is like, nothing happened. Should we?
Well, I didn't exactly open it, just moved it.
As you
It's
say that,
definitely not-
with the hit, the chest settles and the lid slowly starts to open. Like if there was a
Wow.
lock, you might have broken it with that throw.
Well, it's certainly not a. She watches as it opens up a little bit. It's like, okay, it's certainly not a mimic.
Flip open the lid.
I think a
Listen
mimic
to it.
would have felt that.
You go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you go to it, what's your attitude with it? Is it just this is fine?
It's kind of like being aware of stuff if you need to move away, but like she doesn't mind like putting herself into that harm's way particularly. So
Yeah.
like it's kind of like a half inspection, like more arcane-y than anything else, and then just open it.
Roll a dex save for you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Damn, the rock didn't help.
No, it didn't, but it did open
It
it.
was a good idea.
As you
Oh.
fling open the chest, you quickly duck and cower.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
No, I don't think like it's more like if she hears like a click of something, like that sort of thing. Like it's not like fully thing.
Either
Oh,
way,
yeah,
nothing
still
happens.
does.
Nothing happens.
knocks it open properly.
Yeah, as you look into it, you see this.
Like a little stone slate.
Oh god, I got the world map. Wow, look at this nothing.
It is very it is very simplistic. Very very basic. There's very little detail except for like a section that is kind of colored a bit green, a section that is a bit brown, and the gray and like the different markings for certain spots. But this is what was on the slate.
This is actually nothing for me. It's just grey.
Oh well, it'll be something eventually.
That's what I meant by wow, this is
Yay.
nothing.
Looks like a pretty base,
Oh, hold on.
Matt.
Hold on,
And
I
I-
see something. I see something.
I
words
see now.
Of an
Very
old
it's a very simple
storyteller.
looking.
The secret was always nothing.
Yeah, I turn it around like the other side. It's like the legendary scroll is nothing. Cool. Yeah, like looking at this, like I quickly like just peer over it and sort of move back. I was like slightly swiping off a bit of dust off of it, and then slightly pass it to Ugvor. I think this might be some kind of map, and from three distinct locations that look slightly different. I'm assuming that might be the forest, the desert, and the crag.
Well, if I were to take a guess, a lot of people would probably be wanting to avoid the main path directly up to the big plateau, pointing out the small, medium, and big, presumably.
Yeah.
We could, in turn, take that path, but given the nature of these games, that probably is going to have other complications.
That's probably going to be where people are taking their stand, to be honest.
So, we could go to and points at a spot on the map. We could try going here to get a better view. Or we could cross and make our way over. I don't know how well you can all swim.
We'll make a note, just because it should have been on there. There is like the smallest plateau does seem to have like a ramp or stairs sort of etched into the southern side, like around
Yeah.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
could
Around
follow along.
Okay.
We could follow along this way more, but odds of us finding an easy path up aren't likely.
That one's the largest one, if it's roughly what I'm thinking the direction is.
Just a note as well, like, there was mention that we were close to a bridge before. We saw a bridge.
You see from where you are, you can see a bridge connecting the two lower platforms.
Okay.
The platform to them. Yeah, you can see that
Oh,
bridge
okay,
being
that's what we
marked
can
now.
see.
Yeah. Let's see.
My trust is in the instincts of all of you as well.
What's your instincts telling you?
To swim. Try and go up the middle.
Mine's telling me that maybe being more of the in-betweener to the big fights up there might be a benefit to us. People who are willing to like go up to challenge others, but have to go through us first.
And if they're already up there,
Then they have to come down somehow.
so we go in the back. Take the small.
Mentioning
Yeah.
swimming, I do have the Cloak of the Manta Ray as well at my side, so I should be okay personally. We have two druids who should be able to shift easily enough into swimming forms. Hugin might have a little bit of trouble with the armor, although you're able to have that put
Yeah,
away.
it's just a necklace. I can take the armor off, but it will also get rid of my weapons and arms. So
Then I think it's best we take the bridge over this sort of guess as a direction. That way, I think.
I suggest we climb.
On the
Might
plus
be a
side
bit
with the bridge
difficult.
as well. On the plus side with the bridge as well, we there's no way of really being snuck up on while we're on a bridge. Of course, if we come across
Water.
people, that will most likely mean Is there any way that they could climb up from the middle of the bridge? Or
They
is
may
this just
not
like
need to. They may just have range.
I'm saying this out of character. Just like
Oh, okay.
more thinking like from where, because we can't see that bridge. It could be
It's
like
not
one
a-
that's quite low.
It's not a height map, so
We don't
The,
know.
the one bridge, you guys can see is like there is it's pretty high in the air.
Okay, but that's the one.
And it
that's
doesn't
on
appear to be
crags,
any.
so-
Yeah, and there doesn't appear to be any supports under the bridge.
Well, this one does look like
Nice.
it's drawn differently, so maybe it is. Maybe there is a way to climb up underneath it. I'm not sure how close to the water that one is.
Well, there is one way.
Mhm.
If we could get around the water's edge to here, we could shoot it down and simply climb up to here. Whether the bridge's weight would hold and reach this far down's another question.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, not the best climber. Can use my wings if I'm needed to. I'd rather keep them.
No, keep
For-
that.
That's something I'd rather keep for more difficult situations. I don't have much strength to be able to do lots of climbing. I'd most likely fall back into the water.
The smoke's coming from the north, right? No, sorry, the thing closing thing.
Yeah, from the furthest from your point, the last time you saw it, like there's a lot of tree cover that kind of makes it hard to see, like far north. The last time you guys saw it, it was from the north.
Okay.
So let's assume this is a shape like this. And it may be closing in. We're not entirely sure. That leaves us a limited amount of time to slip through this way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I got a good
Which-
feeling that I might end at the peak of the third one. Which is
I
why
could-
I think even staying between the first or second plateau might be good for those rushing up there. It's possible. It's assuming it goes more towards where I would assume a large fight would be, and where they would probably want to move everyone towards.
If that's the case, let's move the circle. Which case, we still have very little time.
Either way, yes, but we could potentially make it through and then keep more of a standstill on a different plateau away from the main stuff if necessary. Get people while they're more exhausted. At least
Yeah.
those who might be a bit more threatening. Maybe let people go past and like hide it on the side on that second plateau.
Any objections?
I go wherever you guys think is best. I can use whatever I can to be able to help in that regard, but if it's got anything to do with climbing, I'm going to let you know that I may let you down in that sense. I'm not very strong. I'll do my best.
You are leader on this one, Akbar. We'll do what you say. Complete
Pick
faith
me
in
as
you.
the advisor.
So that's the
Well-
goal right now. The arrows, your plan.
Yes, and while you are correct in some ways, Hugo, I am not alone able to lead this group.
No one could.
So I think this is the path we take.
okay.
Okay. Okay, let's do it.
Then let's move.
With that plan in motion, I think we'll quickly take our bio and call it there. Well, not call it there, but
Oh,
bio.
I see.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like,
see you in 2 weeks.
yeah.
Call the bio.
Bye.
There.
Oh,
Actually,
there, yeah, there we go. You always got to commit to the bit.
cheeky cunts.
Wow.
You know they're all
There's the third
going.
one. They're actually just commit. There's a bunch of
It
idiots.
got out of hand.
I should just stay gone.
Yeah.
You know, honestly.
Oh, okay.
See, this only
God fucking damn it.
really works.
Go on,
if-
bio break.
We should just kick her. That'd be great. Just kick her from the ship.
I did it once before.
Oh, no, not again, please. You had to fix the rolls last time.
I just remember how frustrated AJ was at you.
It was funny.
Me?
The frustration was
Oh, yeah,
palpable.
Nick.
It was actually palpable.
You knew I was
loved
coming
it.
back.
Wow, that bit stayed for a bit. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
No?
Okay, cool. Let me load back up the game.
You fully quit the year and quit.
You're such a cheeky bitch. You are
Yeah.
such a cheeky bitch.
You told me to
Gremlin.
leave.
How's everyone liking
Absolute
our
gremlin
Fun
child.
Event 2 puzzle?
I love PUBG.
I'm too much of an old millennial to get these like Gen Z games, but he's cool.
I'm
He's
gonna
cool.
just start default dancing as we kill someone.
To be
That way
honest,
I get more points, alright?
to be honest, the only reason why we have the thing is so we can give you an endpoint. We really didn't have the PUBG aspect in mind, not gonna lie.
No. But it works, doesn't it?
It does. For what we want to do, it does. Trolls did not get the ball.
Likes the troll puzzle.
I hope that
By
next
ball,
time we go
I
through this
mean
event, I get a
wizards.
different cosmetic skin that I can put on to look like Darth Vader.
No. You can only get Jar Jar Binks.
No.
I'm gonna skip on
No.
that one. I'll wait for the next battle pass.
Oh fucking hell! I just remembered that fucking thing that Dimmy sent to me the other day when we
You
were
did?
playing the other D&D game. The Jar Jar Binks
Oh my god.
thing. Do you remember? Did he send it to you, Darian?
It did not. Or if he did, I don't remember it.
I wish I could.
I know
forget
of
it.
many, but like I don't know the exact one you're on about.
I'll see if I can I'll send it to you because I hate it. And
But I
need
know of a
someone else
few.
to suffer.
I know of a few.
Discontinued foods.
I might though.
Oh, just you mentioned something about Jar Jar Binks' like tongue. It was like a push pop. It was Jar Jar Binks' face, and it was like, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna send it to. I'm gonna send
Look,
it to
I
Brooke.
might need this lore eventually.
I believe the quote was, "Who doesn't want to suck on Jar Jar's tongue?"
Yep, I know the one.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
That's so great. I love it.
It's disgusting.
Yum yum.
What were they thinking?
It's funny.
Why would they do that? Why would they in front of me, right in front of my salad?
I love
How
this. This is
dare
great.
they?
Look, I might need this lore.
Well, there you go. It's strawberry
They announced they're
flavored.
having
apparently.
a Star Wars themed DLC in Destiny.
Oh,
They're still
Literally.
making shit for Destiny? I thought they were done.
No, they're going for the Fate saga now.
I'll never
I can't wait
be
for Fate's Day Night.
Oh hell yeah, let's go.
I will say that fireball earlier that was casted, I found it very satisfying to look at because on a roll of 8d6, you rolled 2 1s, 2 2, 2 3s, and 2 4s.
I'm glad I could help you. I'm glad I could help your, I don't know, whatever the
Malfortism?
fuck that is.
I mean, I would disagree.
Also, who was it that moved again? It was Arkfa? Yeah, it was Arkfa. Is he here? Is Sam here?
No, he's still okay. I
he's not
think.
here. I have to wait until he comes back.
Speaking of Apex, we'll actually go do that. Maybe.
Uh,
You
I
do that.
believe
I
the Trolls
have
didn't
a
get the
headache.
ball.
what was the map called again?
This is why you're a disappointment.
I thought I memorized the name, but I kind of forgot. And there's 7 pages.
Why wouldn't you not look for the thing that's labeled Event 2?
I did try searching up event. It did come up, but
Sometimes you
your
remind
ass.
me of my oldest daughter, Kay, and that scares me.
I'm glad.
Okay, you're getting compared to a 3-year-old.
Like, she'll do something incredibly gremlin-y, announce it as she's being a gremlin, and then when you growl at her, she's like, "No, but I'm a good girl." And
I'm
that's
a good
that.
girl.
I'm a good girl,
Aw.
but I'm a good girl now, and it's like you just did the thing, and we were like, "Don't do that." Like, I'm gonna do it. She actually said this morning, I'm going to be a gremlin. And I was like, yeah,
Love her.
gremlin.
Save her.
She's a gremlin.
Oh, she's precious.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm going to be gremlin.
I'm going to be gremlin.
I'm going to be gremlin. Gremlin.
She says wary instead of very. I love that.
Baby.
Like, that is very good.
I'm now just gonna start using gremlin.
Gremlin.
No, but gremlin's funny.
Gremlin, if you want to say gremlin, but she said gremlin.
This one's my redux of it.
There's been a few times that she's made up words that, like, someone will be like, this is what it's called, and she'll say something completely different. Like, my sister was
close
trying
enough.
to teach her vegetable names because my
Yeah.
sister works in produce, so she was like, this is an asparagus. And Charlie was like, oh, okay, oopsie bascus. And so
Plus-
everyone at my sister's work was calling it oopsie bascus.
See, I do the same thing, but it's all nerd shit because they look at all this stuff on my shelves. I'm like, yeah, how do I explain this to a 3-year-old?
I mean, my personal favorite random vegetable name is like, hey Charlie, this is broccoli. No, it's a tree. Alright.
That's the only way we can get her to eat them.
I do like
keep
eating
teaching
trees.
them. I keep teaching them the difference between the math rocks.
I will get Charlie into that. At the moment, I'm trying to broach Pokemon, which she calls them Pokénum,
Pokemon.
and she's interested in that. And I was like, I bought her a Whalmer plush like a while ago because she saw it at
Aw.
a shop and she was being really cute and was like, "Pleasey, I have this." And I'm like, "Okay,
Mainly because I want it.
you win, child." Please, whenever she pulls out the pleasies, like, "Pleasey, I have this one." So I'm like, "Did you know that Whalmer's a Pokemon?" She's like, "No, Mum, Whalmer's a Whalmer."
Yeah,
I'm like, "All right."
I can't wait for
so
their
you're at the
hand
back
like
talk
my
stage.
nieces. I can't wait
I've
to
been at
like
the
my nieces
back
can
talk
actually hold a
stage for a while.
controller. Just give them a PlayStation controller. Like, go, be free online.
I'm so
You must
excited
learn
to get into
through the
video
lobby.
games.
You must learn as I did through Call of Duty.
No,
Here you go, child. Join the multiplayer lobby.
I'll let Evie do that. She'll freaking, like, when she gets old enough, she'll just, like, she'll be the one, like, you know, calling out the terrible fucking insults at everyone and just being a general menace.
Oh, same girl.
I'm back.
Same. Yeah. Oh no,
What happened?
Oh, someone left.
Aodir's not
What?
feeling well.
hit me.
That
Oh,
sucks.
okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh, dear. Yeah, no, Oopsie Bascus. What a good time.
I don't know
Oopsie
what I
baskets.
would- I'm half tempted to like, do the thing where you have that like, you know, you got the second player, but it's not plugged in.
That's a
I
good
want
idea.
to do that so badly, but I don't think I can like convincingly do it.
I think that
They're
Charlie
too
would
smart.
probably not figure that out. She would be totally happy to sit there and play with a controller. At some point, I'm going to get the Switch going and play Pokemon with her. I reckon that'd be pretty
Nah.
good.
Bro, I'm into
But,
the wacky shit. I'm gonna have like my eldest niece sit on my lap. I'm gonna have her watch me play Kingdom Hearts. But there's Ariel right there,
See, I have a problem. Like, I'll be playing this in the lounge room, and
and then Xehanort.
the twins can the twins can both climb on the couch now, which is really bad because Eddie's been able to do it for a while, and that's a problem in and of itself. Because Eddie dive bombs you. He will just be like, I'm walking up to you and just full body, like, body slam, like, splat. And then he'll climb over you, and then he'll, like, climb back over you again, and so you can't fucking do anything. And if you've got a controller, he'd just be like, yeah, it's mine. Grab.
Lunge at it, yeah.
Grab. And then he wouldn't give it to him, and he'd be sad. And
And he cried.
I'd have to stand in the middle of the room and play. That'd be the only way I could do it, probably.
Oopsie Bascus.
Oopsie Bascus.
Promise
I'm a
me,
good
here you go,
kid
child. Here's
now.
Persona.
Persona?
I mean,
Here's Persona 3 specifically. Have fun,
I'm
child.
currently watching through season 14 of Supernatural, and Charlie's just like, oh no, that person just turned into dust. oh, I don't care.
And then you give her the funny episodes though. It's like, ha, look at the funniness. Be happy
Scooby
now.
Doo episode.
Yeah, give her the Scooby Doo episode. It's like, it's a Scooby Doo.
She cried at that episode because a
course she would.
plush dinosaur got holy water thrown on it and set on fire and then blown up.
Base.
That's the only time she's ever cried at Supernatural. There have been like werewolf attacks, there's been vampires, and she's just like meh. Fucking plush dinosaur.
Gonna
She's
grow up
like,
fine.
no, dinosaur, come back. Dinosaur,
if
come back.
If someone decided to burn my plush dinosaur, I'd be a bit upset.
Yeah, no. She was very sad about the dinosaur. We had to turn the episode off.
Oh, sorry, I'm here. I was just, yeah. Not
So
looking at the
good.
thing.
Waiting for Mim. Is Mim back?
No, she's Mim.
That's so no for
Oh.
now.
Yes, it was obvious. It was right in front of us the whole time.
That's alright. While I was on break, I just had to go make a weird rap.
What did you put in it?
What was it about?
Shepherd's pie.
I was gonna ask the
That's a weird
BPM, but
rap.
that works too.
That sounds great. As a enthusiast of weird sandwiches, not wraps per se, but I can respect that.
Respect
shepherd's
my
pie
sister.
sandwich is great.
I made shepherd's pie tonight with like slow cooked.
That's a weird
Lamb.
genre of music.
Like,
And,
it's a lot of rhymes
tasted
for pie,
nice.
but not shepherd.
Needed a little bit more salt and pepper, but that's just my tastes.
That's
And
cool.
I was just
That's
like,
alright.
look, there's leftover, there's a wrap in the cupboard, just cut out a chunk, put it in the wrap.
I can respect that.
Doesn't need
I
to be
sometimes
pretty.
make
Just needs to taste good.
I sometimes make chip sandwiches, like shapes, barbecue shapes, and put them in sandwiches with like sauce.
Could be worse.
They're crunchy. I
Could be
like it.
better.
I mean, I've still got to get around to trying the whole fish fingers and custard thing.
Ugh.
No, thank you.
Apparently, it's not actually that bad.
If I like
I mean,
fish
I discovered
fingers.
cheese and jam on toast is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
Thankfully.
it actually doesn't sound too bad. I mean, you've got sweet with the, what would you call it, the tangy?
Kind of
Yeah.
sharp.
I don't
salt-
know
salty.
telling that.
I think
Like-
Vegemite's more salty.
It's like, give me a good raspberry jam. I did learn the hard way that a bad, like a shitty jam or a shitty cheese both completely ruin it. So
Oh,
like a good cheese, a good jam, yum yum.
Shit.
Try a bit of, to get a bit more nuttiness in there. What's it called?
Nice.
Edam? No, not Edam. Yeah, Edam cheese. I
Last
think.
Havarti. I love Havarti. Ashgrove
Gouda probably also
Havarti is good.
work, but
Gouda's good. Any Swiss cheese tends to be nice and soft with a like milder nutty taste.
I just
The
really like
Havarti
Edam
from the
cheese.
Ashgrove brand is like, oh, it's on point. 10 out of 10. You can put the wasabi cheese in there and then just have a time of it, Darian.
Oh, I could. Like I say, so we're waiting for Mim. Since she rolled the last D10, does someone want to roll the D10 into the tower of the
Me.
three others?
Me.
Go for it. I wasn't
No,
gonna stop
no.
you, but I will roll the 100.
D10. You can roll the 100 if you want, okay?
You've always had that option.
Come.
I can do it every time.
It just doesn't matter. We won't talk
Unless it's a
about it.
42, then it's banked for some reason.
It's like the Jerry's.
Like you play with a
They could leave
fire.
whenever they want. Okay, that was always an option.
Yeah, bye.
I suppose that applies to
I'm
work
outta
too.
here.
I mean, I could always just walk out.
It is always an option. But they might be a bit upset about it.
Who gives a shit? They can't stop me.
Exactly. I didn't say it mattered.
I walk out is for a good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, our alarm went off today at work. We weren't sure if it was a fire alarm or something else.
Oh.
We just sort of just kept serving. Look,
Just retail things. It's like, we could be setting fire. It's It's
Look,
fine.
The reality
Whatever.
is, you don't panic until the what do you call the staff come out, the fire safety
The
safety
best
crew.
part is that over time you slowly make life in the workspace worse. Like before you leave, it's like just make it worse. Like move stuff around weirdly so people are always have to keep changing it or like have to deal with it.
Yep.
But, like just the small stuff.
Oh, I remember that turtle.
Change location of where like all like certain like tools are. So no, they're over here now.
Support Sky Flourish by disabling Adblock.
I might.
Nah, don't think I will.
How dare you? How dare you?
I run so many ads.
Do you?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Amazed Adblock's actually working today.
I don't.
Well,
You use
actively choose
Adblock
to.
like a peasant.
I mean, I use Adblock.
Yeah, some channels I won't because
Except
I
for
do
YouTube.
honestly.
YouTube, I play premium because I like premium features. So I will.
That's okay. What are we doing?
Do we want to start with that meme? Out of everyone, she's the
I'll
one
say-
that's probably going to come back.
Okay, I'm chill with waiting.
I have.
I say we can just we can do a little bit of walking to the next this next event, at least just to pass some time. We'll wait for them to get back.
Yeah.
The event might be funny.
Yeah. Well, you all decide to travel this way towards the south math west. I have a map in front of me. I still have to mentally picture a compass from which way west was.
Yeah.
Moving towards where you hope a bridge is, as having not seen one yourself yet, you can only really gander, where it might be. As you continue journeying on through thick woods, that you see more and more of the other platforms eventually coming into sight. A second bridge that connects the second platform to the one nearest to you guys. Ascending up and then out of sight yet again. But eventually, as you're wandering through, you come into another clearing that has a bubbling brook style thing in the center of it. It's just like the trees kind of open up for a bit, and there's this natural kind of brook, and right in the center of this bubbling little brook is a small fountain. I say small, I mean probably about 2 feet, wide in size. It's very small.
Question for the non-English speakers: is it babbling or bubbling?
I think both are options. A bubbling brook and a babbling brook are separate things. I believe babbling is the sound it would make. Bubbling is the action it does.
Well, that's also a noise, but yes.
I don't think it matters.
And
if it
you're
does-
an English speaker, Darian.
I don't know. I speak idiot. That count?
You do. Yeah, that's true.
You talk to all of us.
Yeah.
So, is that
Clearing
stopping
this,
us in
little-
any way?
No, you can walk straight on past if you want. Just mentioning it's something you see along the way. It's just a small fountain in the middle of a brook.
Would anyone like me to throw a rock at that?
It sort of gestures like politely as like a slap ass, be my guest.
Let's see if I roll on that one this time.
Like
Bloody
obviously
hope so.
obviously slide mocking is go ahead.
All right. You pick up a rock.
Skip.
Yeah, you can. Sorry, why not? You skip the rock onto the brook. It smacks into the side of the fountain. Could you just roll me a d4?
Oh god.
You deal damage.
I drew a line. There we go.
Here. As the rock hits the side of the fountain, you see a small crack appear in the side of the fountain where the rock hits it.
Whoops.
I wouldn't mind just having a little look at that fountain. Just because we did find something in the last unique place we were at.
You'll need to stop letting me throw rocks.
Hey,
Does
I
anyone
won't tell
have
you, no.
any trepidation with me maybe approaching that and having a little look?
No. You know how to be careful.
I'll
You're
be
right
as
here.
careful as I can.
As you
As she carefully approaches.
Yeah, as you sort of wade through the little bit of water to meet the platform, there you look into what's essentially just a glorified bird bath that has a little spring at the top. As you peer in, you see this very olive oily color, like very like rich greenish yellow, sort of spilling into the bowl through a little spill.
And now slightly spilling, and it's kind of losing a bit of its fullness now, as it's kind of leaking out of that crack in the side of the fountain.
Yeah, that's great for a keto diet.
So it's the bowl itself has like a weird oily sort of like consistency to the water, you said, or like the color of it.
Yeah.
The liquid is...
Yeah, the stuff in it looks...
Yeah, the liquid in the...
Looks oily. It's kind of shiny.
Okay. So I roll an investigation to like just sort of check out the area, or maybe check out to see if there's anything that could be like a trap trigger, or just look for anything that might.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go for it.
I just want to roll something.
Oh.
That's a really bad
Good.
roll.
You look at the fountain. You don't really see any like triggers or anything on the fountain itself. The only real thing you can notice is like it's not very tall, and it's just like kind of leaking a bit of this oil now into the brook beneath.
Does it smell like anything?
Not really. Just
No.
you kind of give it a whiff, but it doesn't really have a smell.
You've got the mainly the smells of like the forest around you.
Yeah.
Wood.
The other
I'm going
thing
to-
with the other thing you do get from investigation, it is now, as Darren says, as losing its liquid, the mechanism that would maintain the volume it's got is working less now because of this crack.
Do I have any vials? I don't think I do. Which is annoying. Damn it, I don't have any vials. I have my teacup. But I don't
I
want
have an empty glass bottle if you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, if I grab that off Arthur, and I want to, like, first just dip one finger into the liquid and see if any adverse effects happen.
As you
Yes.
dip your finger in, as you put like your pinky finger in, it like glows for half a second, and then it's got this sheen of like oil.
I'm going to fill up the bottle then, just before the liquid is truly gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
roll a
fill it
dex
up
check.
with
A what?
yeah
Just roll a dex.
a dex check.
Dex check?
While she's doing that, like, is it big enough to let another person can interact with the fountain as well? Or...
Yeah, it's a bird bath. You can walk up to the other side of it and look at it if you want.
Yeah. Seeing that like oil is like stuck to the finger, I want to actually take out the sneakhead short sword and dip it like how you're coating a weapon in something.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this sword yet.
No,
think so.
not really. It's not really been unsheathed. She never mentions all the weird stuff she has. She has like a bunch of weird things.
So, two things to go over. First of all, Selena, you dip the vial, like this little bottle, into the oil and starts slurping up the oil into it. It like glugs in. As it does, the volume in the bird, in like this fountain, drops significantly. It's now like mostly empty. And then Christine, you walk up and you dip the blade in it, and it has that same very slight glow as you like run the blade through it, and you pull it out. It has kind of an oily sheen to it. And Selena, as you pull the vial back out, you notice the vial is very, very slippery. You don't drop it, but yeah, it's kind of hard to hold on to.
I feel like she uses the sash that's around her neck to like kind of get a better grip on it. Like she's sort of like holding it up around her chest, like with the sash. It's like, okay,
Yes,
this is a little slippery. I don't know. I think maybe this could be used like possibly like the grease spell, or it may be flammable. So worth holding on to.
As you wipe the sash, like to wipe the vial with the sash to try and get a better grip on it, the sash glows slightly as it does, and it tints, because it's a very white sash, it very lightly tints the parts of the sash that are touching it, like it's a very light yellowy tint.
That's interesting.
And the bottle is no
Sounds-
longer slippery in your hand.
sash is slippery?
Who knows?
Sash is, yeah, if you give it a feel, like the parts there are a bit slippery.
Interesting.
The
Anyway,
oil is now
maybe worth
almost
keeping
completely
hold of.
empty out of the. Yeah, at this point, the oil basically is run out in the fountain as it drips down into the water below.
I will give the bottle back to Arkva.
Aqua, you have a vial of mystery oil.
I put it on my belt where the bottle was.
I feel like
I'm just going to add those.
I tend to be a decent distance away from the action, so I think if anyone's going to be able to use it, it's someone who's more close up, like yourself.
Does it look like the oil like fades over time, just from like just holding onto like the blade for like to the weapon for a minute or so?
No, from the sheen on the blade stays kind of slightly shimmery. The staining on the sash stays stained, doesn't fade away. The glow goes away, just like the sheen stays.
Is it possible to make some kind of check to figure out what it might have done? Or is that?
I mean,
like,
there's one way to
out
do
of my
that.
knowledge?
There's only one way to really do that, and that is to experiment with it.
Sure.
You are
Alright,
welcome
cool.
to stab me.
No, no. I might just wait. If I'm thinking of what this might potentially be, considering just the fact that it's clinging onto whatever it's touching. As Sonia said, it could be similar to a grease spell, but it also could just be something, an oil that you coat onto a weapon. Maybe like affecting it with flame could cause it to ignite, or maybe itself just being coated in oil just is able to pierce better. I'm not sure.
Here's hoping it's not something that causes extra flame, or I might be in for a bad time. He says as she looks at the sash around her neck.
Take that off immediately if that happens.
If I see your weapon burst into fire, I will 100% take the sash off.
I assume you all continue journeying in the direction you hope the bridge is.
Yep.
Yes.
Guess it's
Right,
sorted.
someone else?
Okay,
Yeah.
Sam can do it.
There you go, Sam.
As we are traveling, like,
Mhm.
I think, like, Selena will be like, that is an interesting sword that you have there. I didn't realize that you never seen you wield something like that before.
There's just not really been much of a reason at the moment. More
That's
so,
fair.
more so just felt it was best to do a little bit of experimentation.
It's very striking, and I like it.
I would say it's a gift, but even I don't know exactly. Let's go with a gift. A departure, more so. Doesn't elaborate.
As you guys start walking up, you see what looks like a very tall tree that rises above the canopy of the rest of the forest, and inlaid on the trunk, on the bark and trunk itself, seems to be a set of stairs or makeshift planks to go upwards this tree. As you look up, as you scour above, you see that just above, or just below the canopy of the forest that you're currently in, there is this large bridge that is going across from where you can see a large river south of you to what looks like the desert, who is also on a slightly higher level than the river below. As you all approach this tree, I would like for everyone to roll a perception check as well.
Oh, great, those.
It's the bridge. Quite possibly the bridge we were looking for.
Let's say we're going the right direction.
Oof.
No, I'm left in
It's
fault now.
threes.
Yeah.
Focusing on the bridge.
I'll roll for Inadaz and any other.
I should get it off with me. Where is Hogan?
Natural 20.
Yeah, Hugo, not Hugo, Inazaz, Arkfa, and let me have a look. Inazaz and Arkfa. You seem to be the most perspective. Everyone is sort of looking at the way that they're going. I'll mainly just direct this to you, Arthur, because Zaz isn't here. Standing by near like the first step of this trunk that climbs up around to go to this bridge, there seems to be a little gathering of what look like little soot-covered men that are wearing like different bug parts, like a stag beetle head as a helmet, and moth wings as like a cape. Little inch-tall guys sort of just looking at your party, sort of semi-hiding away.
I give a friendly wave to them. Like
Yep.
a sort of hello.
You wave. They're like, there's like a good couple dozen of these guys in all different styles and things. They all have these like white like masks where covering their face. As you wave for them, like a bunch of them jump and like scatter and like kind of stagger around the bottom of the tree, just like backing up and giving you guys a lot of room, but watching you all kind of intensely, just like see what you're all gonna do.
I will, as a sort of thank you, give a kneel, like sort of kneel down a little, give them like a forward bow, and signal that we just intend to pass through.
As
Go on.
you like motion that you want to pass, you like bow down and like motion you want to pass through. They like gather together and like kind of like click like the stick. Some hold the sticks, like some of the rocks, like clack the rocks together, like bang the sticks into the tree and the ground, and then like three or like a couple of them walk forward, like in front of the rest of the group, and they just like put their hands in the air. And like wave, like come on, like they're waving to you, like with their hands up, like open, almost like a gimme, like come on, give me something.
Yeah, like
Style
one arm
action.
open to both of them, sort of.
Very well.
You
I
hit to the
will
head.
offer forth 3 items. To one,
Mm-hmm.
I will offer forth a gold coin.
Okay.
To another, I will offer forth a charge of my disguise kit, so like just a vial or something.
Just some like inks and stuff, yeah.
Yep. And to the third, I will get not responding. I will offer forth my playing card set.
Alright, you pass down the gold coin to the first one. He takes it, kind of clinks it, runs back to the others with it. They kind of like bang it a bit and looking it over. You pass down the dies to the second one, like a little vial of dye. It like looks at it, sticks his hand into the vial, pulls it out, and like rubs it on its like on part of its beetle shell carapace. Looks really intently at it, lifts the vial over its head, and runs back. And a bunch of them like run off with the vial, clearly excited. And then you give the playing cards to the third one, and the playing cards are like the size of it. So it's like holding the stack of the cards, like almost collapsing under them all. And so a bunch of others run over and like pick the cards up and they run off. The cards get scattered amongst the undergrowth almost immediately. As like they're running. One of them is like bending the card to like try to make it into like a thing. One of them gets like a little sharp stick and cuts a hole in it and then puts their head through the holes, like wearing it like a little
TP.
like I don't even know how to
Like a
yeah, it's like a little
boomerang.
teepee.
Yeah. The one that you gave the coin to after like passing it back makes his way forward, sort of to your foot, gives it like a rap with his knuckle, gives a salute, and then they all of them and like the gifts you give them sort of just vanish in the air.
Thank you, spirits.
Yeah.
Can I do a at this point like a I don't know, a history check as to what the hell they may have been?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
ain't my
yeah.
wheelhouse, buddy.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like history, nature, or arcana could kind of work. Any of those?
Let's see.
It's gonna be a pretty hard
-1,
check.
-1, or a -1. So
Would I have learned this? I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, you can choose to roll
I
for
like
that.
fairy tales.
I'm
Selena
going
loves
with
old
this.
stories.
Do they
With
give
little-
any kind of like Fae vibes at all?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Less. I don't know if we're gonna make this.
Not completely. They have a bit of feyishness to them, but they're not.
I don't know if we're gonna do the distinction that Logan will, but that I'm probably also going to in my game. That there's sort of a difference between a spirit and like a fey creature, and they're sort of more aligned on like a nature spirit more than.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Calling them a spirit wasn't wrong.
Are you gonna roll terror or nah?
But yeah, Tara, you can roll because that would be something that
Okay.
you're sort of maybe.
What are my options?
Arcana, history, or nature.
Ha! Wonderful. My
Yeah.
intelligence knows no bounds.
I believe in you.
Hey, nat 20s exist.
No.
No. You're like, they're just little dudes.
They're just cute.
At
I just
most,
want to
Can I
keep
have
one.
them?
so you're
Alright.
looking down at them. None of you really know what these things are, but Selena and Christine, with the studies you've done, at most you can think they're either some type of like spirit of some kind,
Yeah.
like little natural, not like celestials, but more like something almost akin to like little face spirits or like little like nature elementally type things.
Zaz goes, they're twingers.
Huh?
Which
What?
help?
Twinger. That's what they're called. They're little spirit dudes. If you're nice to them, they're nice to you.
Well,
Oh,
they
I
seem
must
to
have
be
thought
willing
about
to
it
let
even.
us pass.
Yeah, they've all disappeared.
He sort of looks
as you start.
He sort of snorts like, not that they could stop dust. They're like an inch tall.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was just like, oh, I must thought about just walking past or hurting them if they tried.
I'm not a monster.
I
No,
know.
but like,
No,
I
but-
don't want to give them much shit.
No, but Zaz would have just been like, I mean, they couldn't stop us.
Just nodding in agreement from
Honestly.
Christine.
I suppose
If,
they couldn't have.
If Arthur hadn't have given them anything, I would have given them some of the strangely marked gold coins that I have in my inventory. I have
was
20
gonna
of
make
them.
a bow
Good
out of
lord.
Selena's hair and give it to one of them. I still have some of Selena's hair.
Give him my
Yeah, you-
empty vial of potion of healing. Here you go.
Yeah, but they've all disappeared.
Beautiful. Well, I'm impressed.
Well,
You can continue on.
we've avoided a confrontation, I guess.
No, confrontation in quotes. Maybe underlined. It wouldn't have been much.
Let's see what's on the other side anyway. It's looks like a distance.
Yeah, as you start like ascending the stairs, which like curve around the tree, around and around. Like, this tree is like massive. You start climbing up. As you do, leaves start to fall kind of all around you all, and in amongst the leaves, like you start to walk up, the leaves start falling, mix like flower petals and mix through it. Very occasionally, you kind of think you catch a glance of like one of those little white masks, or like the little black body like riding on a leaf or a petal and that. And as you do, you all feel a kind of like peace, like oneness, like kind of seep into yourselves as you feel a slight blessing from these creatures is placed upon this as you all as they appear to appreciate your offerings.
Yay.
I did think initially Christine was like hella against someone like implementing anything over her. Like emotion wise, it's like, no, not vibing.
Selena
Yeah.
feels like this is like a blessed day with a lot of like the stuff that's been happening. She got to see a unicorn. She feels like she made some kind of like communication with said unicorn. Now she's seen like cool nature spirits that are like bless them. This is so far not bad. I mean the trolls weren't great. That wasn't a fun experience. Everything else, pretty good.
Those little buggers didn't steal our sashes, did they?
Yeah,
It's like
the sashes are all
cheeky
still there.
buggers.
How many? Let me just. How many of mine are left?
How many of your wants?
Fake sashes.
They don't steal any of them.
Cool.
Yeah, your sash, like you appeased the little spirits, so they've given you a little blessing.
You think if
Not
I gave
appeasing
him a
the spirits
sash,
I really could have.
Like, do you think if I did that, it would just like have one less sash in the economy and thus ruin everything?
It'd be funny.
It's like deleting Bitcoin.
Yeah. You ascend the tree. As you start to reach kind of up close to where the bridge is, you notice the tree itself kind of hollows out on the insides. Like you get up to a point where you go inside the actual tree itself, and then it goes up a little bit, and when you step out of the other end, you're near to where this bridge begins.
Oh.
Everyone make me a perception check, please.
Oh, it's like
I'm
3
terrible.
people outside waiting to stab us.
Good. Been looking to get stabbed.
20. Natural 20.
That's why
Are
I'm
you
thinking.
fucking serious? I rolled that
25.
dice. I got a 16, but I didn't roll on the fucking thing, so it didn't count. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Fuck.
Gotta
Yeah.
remember Hugan, so yeah.
Yeah, so
25.
Yeah.
There's a 19 with you guys, yeah. So you all step out. So you go. Oh, you already have the +4. Yeah.
Mine already has it on. I was just want to say mine is just 12.
Yeah. That's okay. You all step out, kind of approaching the area where the bridge begins, from the inside of this tree. And as you do, you know, that effect that was going down, there's like nice pretty flowers and leaves stuff, kind of distracts Selena for a moment, but not enough for any of you to miss. Yeah, especially Christian and Arkva spot immediately as you see a flash of a brown and tan move across one of the other trees nearby, and you immediately see another group of Leonin who have very obviously been, you know, from what you guys see, they laying in wait as you all appear, but they don't manage to catch you off guard.
You guys suck!
Come on, give it your
Very
best
nice.
shot.
They have feelings too.
Yeah, they.
Oh, sorry, right. I meant to think about that, right.
I give grunts and growls at them as I
We
speak.
talked about this in therapy, Christine.
Yeah, you shout, you all suck to them as they come like running out of the tree there nearby. As they move towards you, they look at you like, "What the fuck?" As they're rushing up. Everyone roll initiative.
Are they
gotta,
bunched up?
What's up?
Are they bunched up?
No, they're actually spread across a few different tree branches, heading like towards the group.
You gotta break their morale, guys. Like, come on.
I bet
It's gonna
they
be
do
like,
now.
vroom, with the fucking like
can't
hypnotic
believe we've seen
Katniss,
so
they all
quickly.
just fucking fall down.
I can't believe it was seen so quickly. Yeah, because you guys suck. Be better. Come on, this is a
my
challenge. You don't give me a challenge.
I have quite a large headache.
Good thing, we probably won't play out the combat. We'll just get the rolls, and then we will most likely call it there, as we're close to 11 as it is.
Yeah, I might. If that's the case, I might just call it quits early because I'm getting like splitting headache, not feeling so good. I
no problem at all.
apologize.
Gives me time to reposition them better.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah! Don't punch him up, or I'll fuck your day up. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the session. Hopefully, nothing
Yeah.
terrible happens.
Take care.
I'll tell you all the bad
Goodbye.
things that happen in the 5 minutes you're gone.
Yeah, cool. Do it.
Yeah. I want
Yeah.
to make sure that everyone somehow dies in 5 minutes. What can you guys do?
Let's jump off the tree.
You said there was a tree, right? I have some rope. In game.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Fuck. Look, that's for the bedroom.
Oh,
I'm not surprised.
in game?
Yep.
In real?
Really?
In real? In game?
In real? In real?
That's what you see.
I mean, you don't know what I get up to in the bedroom in real life.
No, okay.
I don't want to either.
Although I gotta admit, Shibari ropes are fucking soft.
Make you laugh, Kay?
Yeah,
Make you laugh, Kay?
yeah.
Yeah.
We have a rope. I think it was a rope of climbing.
Rope of climbing.
That I jokingly in another game called the rope of Shibari, and set the command word to Shibari. And it's been a running joke for me that every time if we use it to try to entangle somebody, it always entangles them in interesting ways.
Hey, you guys know I have a spell scroll of jump, right?
Yeah.
No, I
If
didn't.
you can use it is another thing, but yeah.
It's
Give me a
had
good
for a
shot.
while.
I'm pretty sure.
I've had Christine teaching me most nights how to write runic.
Oh no, it's just a matter of like having the ability to cast the spell.
Pass it.
No.
Look, I've been
Probably
helping
not.
you. You get maybe like a +2.
Yeah, look, I'm slowly creating my own runic language.
Ooh, nice bridge.
Thank you, I found it online.
You know, I never thought to ask. Did you need me to make any rolls for slowly learning that, or is it just something that will happen over time? Obviously, never used in the campaign.
Slowly learning what? Sorry.
Creating the lion's own runic.
Maybe a thing we can do. It's a downtime thing you have to do.
Yeah, I just never thought to ask if you need me to make rolls for that.
Generally, you don't have to. It's if it's downtime action, it just takes a period of time.
Yeah, we kind of been doing that since we were reunited with. Forgetting Selena.
Yeah, this is what you all see.
Oh, yeah, the map loaded.
Yeah, as they're blocking the path south, past them is where the other bridge leads off, eventually over the river and to the south. Just because we're almost ending, a fun little two things to do. As you see south, where the river is, the water is flowing to the east, where you can see it, and it appears to be moving rather rapidly flowing towards the east. And you briefly glance with a nat 20 freaking perception. You notice floating in the river is a sash. Bubbles along in the river.
Moving moving east.
Yeah.
It's like they have to have their sash above water.
Oh.
Interesting.
I think they might be dead.
No.
It's they're sneaking in the water. Oh, they're fucking dead as shit. Who knows? You'll find out.
They could be alive and just floating it above.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Sorry, I was fixing things.
Just turn around and go, hey, look, a sash in the water. Can't you see it? Fucking get your eyes checked, mate.
Really, it's very far away.
Are any of our
Yeah, I know.
players doing anything stream-wise that's interesting? I know Dimmy's doing Oblivion, and
I'm doing archipelago with K and U.
I'm
Archipelago.
doing archipelago.
I'm gonna pretend I'm a streamer.
I
mean,
do.
you can
It's
always
worked.
stream your POV of Divinity 2 when we do that, so...
Maybe we'll see if PC survive.
I mean, you were able to stream it last time.
If once I got it working, yes. Okay, maybe that's coming up in the future. There you go.
Yeah, no, in the future, after we finish, I think Coffee Talk 2, we're going to be starting up a Divinity 2 run, where I'm going to be taking a backseat and letting my 3 friends pretty much mainline everything, because I've completed the game twice before, and I'm currently doing a 3rd run just by myself at the moment. I think that's going to end up a Monday thing.
fair enough.
We also finished Expert Realism of Left 4 Dead 2, so we kind of don't know what to do in Left 4 Dead 2
This is-
anymore.
Mods,
You
mod
played
maps.
Left 4 Dead. Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2
Yeah,
mods.
we were doing that, but we've had issues because James's PC was too good for the freaking maps.
Awkward.
Yeah,
Sorry,
It
we
kept
can't let
crashing out.
4080s in here.
he had to lower his settings to be able to run the maps.
Yeah. For me, you can check the links to the Discord and the VODs. Tuesday, I will be playing some more Persona 2. I don't know how much longer. I think maximum 3 streams. Because of that, if you do join the Discord, you can vote on what I'm playing. After that, Okami's also ending soon, but I'm just gonna play DMC 2 and then probably DMC 3 afterwards because people are telling me I should just skip 2. But I'm gonna suffer. That's what I do. I played Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna do DMC 2.
And then play DMC Devil May Cry.
That was the funny go. I might do that right after I finish 5 as well to see how much they mischaracterize Dante in
Everyone.
that game. So I might do that at the end of that. That was definitely the goal after, like, at least after 5. But the options to do are Banjo-Kazooie, Asterix and Obelix XXL Remastered. I saw that was free on Fanatical yesterday, and I picked it up. It's funny. I love Asterix and Obelix. I read the comics a lot as a kid, so I'm happy to play a game with the Frenchmen. The only respectable Frenchman in the world are Asterix and Obelix. Bring Your Souls Reborn. I'll go back to Dark Souls 1. I'll finish the game eventually. Friends have said that they'll come and be there for me as I suffer through the game and give me direction and all that. So I'm willing to give it another go. Transistor, Final Fantasy 1, because I do want to play all the Final Fantasy games, and Eastward. So if any of those are appealing, you can vote for more than one. Go ahead. It's in the general chat. But yeah, Persona 4 on Tuesdays. We're in like the stuff before Term 3. We're basically at the Royal part of Persona 5 Royal. Or the Golden part in Persona 4 Golden. Who would have
Yeah,
thought?
I was gonna say, it's almost like you're in the golden times.
Or the Femsi route of the
No.
Persona 3.
No, that's a different game. We call that Fez.
Wednesday is the hardcore Pokemon Egglock. We beat Karina last week, and now we're going to head into probably the 4th gym leader, who I forget, and Clemont, if everything goes well. So we might get 2 gyms out of the way, which will be fun, but I don't really have an answer to the last one, to the 5th gym. Thursday, as we said, more Archipelago. We have shenanigans. I think I've got very little to do until I get items.
I have so much to do.
So we'll be vibing with everyone. Is everyone sort of mid game?
To do. I have so little to do. I'm in like slowly getting the end game, but my end game's gonna take a while if I'm bad.
We're thinking
Which
everyone's around mid game now at this point. I don't think anyone's still in the beginning phase of their runs. I mean, I could be. I've got no fucking idea.
I mean, the idea of progression. I've got access to 3 of the 4 general bosses for progression. Beat one of them, and I'm not at the boss room for 2 of them. Just the fighting them is so ridiculously bad. I'm like, I'm gonna do something else first.
I'm with you, buddy.
This motherfucker keeps swapping my weapons. I can't upgrade my goddamn weapons.
I'm gonna just send you a thing, AJ. It may interest you. It may not.
Fair enough.
This man got hands.
Yeah.
Could make Dark Souls more tolerable.
Is it the seamless multiplayer? Because that's definitely something that we're thinking of doing later.
Well, yes and no. This is a guy who actually did fix the fucking netcode.
Oh, is it the remasters?
Yes.
Honestly, Dark Souls Remastered, netcode's fine, generally, in my opinion.
Yeah. So there is a seamless co-op mod for that, though. So that's definitely another run that we're going to do on Thursday. It's just my solo Bringus Souls. I'll be Bringus Incarnate. That's what I'm bringing back. Friday is Murakami. I think we've got 2 chapters left according to this walkthrough that I'm just using to see how much content I've got left. But it's the last 2 content, so it could be like 2 streams or 3. But we're nearing the end of that as well. Next week will be session... chapter 35. I've got no idea. Sorry.
I've lost count.
I need to open the correct the correct Google Chrome thing. Chapter 35 of Guardians Rebirth, homebrew D&D campaign based on isekai things. The party is in a funny little Slay the Spire tower I made. And they're at the boss fight. So we'll see what they're going to do after. What the fuck was the reference? And then, we'll be back for more of Event 2 in 2 weeks' time. I think everyone's going to enjoy it. I am. It's funny. They've rolled all the good rolls so far.
And the trolls.
So far. But until then, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.